Pushing this pipe, D12 a demon, I'm running these lights. I can't believe that she fit in them tights. Buying it once or buying it twice. Swiping this card, don't ask for the price. Texting in red, she say I'm uptight. I got a check, but I'm earning my stripes. Cheating no pussy like that shit advice. Baby, you know I'm not good at advice. Why would I go if I don't get advice? Taking these chances, rolling the dice. Thought it from nothing, I'm hitting these heights. All because what I be spit on these bikes. Keep a few things inside of my Sprite. Fell asleep, you in my device. Thought I could trust you in my life. Can't even trust you in the night. If you talk to me, baby, you talk to me nice. You talk to me, baby, you talk to me. Talk to me, baby, you talk to me. Talk to me, baby, you talk to me nice. You talk to me, baby. You talk to me, baby. You talk to me, baby, you talk to me nice. You talk to me, baby, talk to me, baby. You talk to me, baby, you talk to me nice. If you talk to me, baby, then come where I stay. Be in the dolls, we back in LA. Making this money and stay out the way. Take me, you text me, saying okay. Taking this shit out day by day. Nobody dunking, I'm shooting a J. Backing up all the things that you say. You on your knees for me, yeah. Funny because I know you don't pray. Said that you down, it's up for the bait. Said I'm on one, so you making me wait. Baby, you know that's that shit that I hate. Pull up on you, I'm in a CA. Holding my own, I'm making shit shake. Shit on my shoulders, I'm lifting this weight. I wanna come on, I grip on your cake. Loading, I'm down, I do what it takes. Bitch on that nigga, I'm not my mistakes. I'm in the cut and I'm slipping away. Niggas I know, they moving real fake. Funny how love can turn into hate. Funny how love can turn you away. Funny how love can turn you away. Funny how love can turn into hate. Funny how love. Funny how love can turn you away. Funny how love can turn you into hate. Funny how love. Funny how love can turn you away. Funny how love. They taught me, baby, they didn't talk to me nice. You taught me, baby. Taught me, baby. If you talk to me, baby, then talk to me nice. Talk to me, baby, then talk to me nice. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me, baby. Get tired of me, baby, then talk to me nice. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me, baby. If you talk to me, baby, then talk to me nice. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me, baby. Get tired of me, baby, then talk to me nice. Tired of me. Tired of me.
Yeah, we done came from the bottom, mad that we up, but I don't hear him talking. Started with knowledge inside of my noggin. We took a dream and then we started vlogging. Put my city on the map now. I'ma say how it is and I don't back down. On the road to 100K, we finna act out. We gon' show them that we not just in the background. We the main event, we the main show. We the one that people always gon' pay for. FYF, we the best, no debate though. Number one sports channel, every angle. I'ma show them all how we ride. Best sports talk show, we not like them guys. We playing it safe while they family the lines. We switching the narrative all the time. Like who to go in the game is not MJ. Kobe Bryant top 10, not what we say. Hakeem Olajuwon is very overrated. Keep it real if it ain't fact, we don't say it. Now it's safe, but we won't be ignored.
It's facts over feelings, you talk about history. Boys, you Scooby-Doo talking in mysteries. You is a puppet to ticket, that's misery. Said that you bite it, babe, boy, know your history. It's facts over feelings, you talk about history. Boys, you Scooby-Doo talking in mysteries. You is a puppet to ticket, that's misery. Said that you bite it, babe, boy, know your history. All in your feelings, you gotta be kidding me. Bet for respect, but you only show jealousy. Wanted some status, but you make it enemies. Talk about brown workout like you burn calories. Calling a bait cause he come with the cavalry. Caught another L, rated, took another casualty. Now you on the 2, talking like you had a strategy.
Nah, that's just passion. We love the game. You already know what it is. FYF. You don't got tough skin. You might as well not even come on in. Talk to 'em. FYF, blow the
whistle, man, we too official. Better check the film, we not one of them. The greatest to ever ball above the rim. They wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Cut the small conversation, debate on major levels. This the playoffs, baby, bring that pressure, we never settle. Cross and spin, getting it in, I wanna win. That teamwork got us headed to the ship again. Oh, LeBron better than MJ, cut it out. Half these fans in the stands don't know what they talking about. Half-court jumpers, crowd going wild. FYF ranked #1, you better say it loud. Intellectual talk, but fuck your feelings. Elijah 1 too overrated, Kobe still a realist. Top 10 all time, now how they cut the line. Magic Johnson, Draymond Green, one in the same kind. Fuck your feelings, fast break, stop and pull a J. He got how many rings, nothing else to say. With the team, live streaming, play by play. It's the dream, full steam on the road to 100K. FYF, blow the whistle, man, we too official. Better check the film, we not one of them. The greatest to ever ball above the rim. They wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Cut the small conversation, debate on major levels. This the playoffs, baby, bring that pressure, we never settle. Cross and spin, getting it in, I wanna win. That teamwork got us headed to the ship again. Started small, then turned into big dogs. They treat me like the GM, I just make the call. No matter who my op is, I'ma stand tall. Then pull up to the game, fresh like I just left the mall. 100K, 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 check the score. We gon' bust the shot clock, fans running to the floor. All I hear is go this and go that. Man, your team suck, hang it up like a coke rack. I love the game, I admit it, I can't quit it. Step in front of me, man, your ankles gon' get the business. Been a legend like Moses Malone, way ahead of my time. This the greatest sports show ever, I just had to remind. FYF, blow the whistle, man, we too official. Better check the film, we not one of them. The greatest to ever ball above the rim. They wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Cut the small conversation, debate on major levels. This the playoffs, baby, bring that pressure, we never settle. Cross and spin, getting it in, I wanna win. That teamwork got us headed to the ship again.
FYF Sports, man. It's Lamont, man. We back, man. Appreciate you guys being here, man. We got another show for you guys, man. Good show for you guys today, man. Salute to Tiffany, Ned, man. Damon Talk Sports, David Green, man. Salute to you guys pulling up for today's show, man. T. Sweezy says, yo, Lamont, you got catted? I don't know what that is. What is catted? Did I get catted? You got to explain that one to me. Ricky E245, man. Goat James, man. I see you out here. Alex Fitzgerald, Don Trez Smith. Really like the topic of today's show because we've seen a lot in the NBA. Well, not a lot, but we've seen enough to where we've seen multiple fan bases. Right? Multiple fan bases, and multiple fan bases are either ecstatic about their teams based on the moves that they made, teams like the Houston Rockets. But then you have a lot of teams that we expected a lot out of these teams. The rosters have gotten put together, and things just are not working out the way they seem. And so today, we just going to kind of play into some of the fan chatter. Like, so when we talk about fans, everywhere I go, no matter if it's the Clippers, the Lakers, whatever team we talking about, the Blazers, everybody is already talking about trades. Everybody believes that trades are going to save their season. So last year at the trade deadline, we saw Jakob Poeltl go to the Raptors. We saw KD to the Suns, which, again, capitulating to fan bases with a lot of these moves. Jay Crowder to the Bucks, the guy that was disgruntled, right? We saw the Bucks look defensive shooting, even though they didn't really use him much. Thomas Bryant, disgruntled, left and went to the Nuggets. Matisse Thybulle to the Blazers. Some of the trades didn't make sense. So again, a lot of the trades that a lot of people were clamoring for, hoping for, these big time moves. I'm hearing a lot of Laker fans still say they want Kyrie Irving. A lot of these trades won't happen, but we're going to entertain a few of them today. So when we drop the link, I'm going to have you guys come up today. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the trade machine to see if some of the trades that you guys are thinking in your head actually work in the real scope of the NBA. Because there's a lot of these things, a lot of these trades, there's a lot of CBA rules. There's a cap restrictions here, right? If a player was signed and trade, and there's a lot of penalties for trading for those guys or trading those guys that teams have to take into consideration. We're going to have to look into all of that. But before we get started, before I drop the link, I'm going to talk to you guys about some teams that I feel, irregardless of what we think, these are some teams that I feel need to make moves immediately, whether it's now or at the trade deadline. But I think these teams have shown me enough, not just this year, but just a track record that whatever they have going on ain't working, and adjustments need to be made mandatory. And look at Son of Abba. Son of Abba is he just actually mentioned the first team that I have slated here. It's the Chicago Bulls. Now, this is my thought on the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls should tear it down and start from scratch. But I don't believe they will. For whatever reason, this Bulls organization believe in Billy Donovan, a guy to me that if he was anybody else on any other team would have been fired. A combination of guys that is Zack, LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Vucevic. This combination of guys, the problem with this group in Chicago is it only works if you have an elite point guard. And this group with Chicago only looked good when Lonzo Ball was healthy. That's when they looked elite for that short time when Lonzo Ball was healthy. That's the only time it looked like it could work. Without an elite point guard, they haven't went into free agency. They haven't went into the buyout market. They never explored the Chris Paul situation. They have not went out and looked for a point guard. Right. So since Lonzo Ball's knee surgery, the Bulls have been below 500. Think about that, y'all. That's how we know it's connected to having an elite point guard at the helm that can control the flow of shots between DeMar DeRozan and Zack LaVine, and then also make sure Vucevic is getting his touches. Then you have a guy that's also the point of contact on defense. When you're talking about a guy that can lead your defense, because we know Zack won't, we know Vooch won't, we know DeMar won't. We know some of the other guys on this bench can't. Is Caruso that guy that can galvanize them defensively? I don't think he can. Lonzo Ball was that engine for them. So the Bulls who played below 500 basketball since Lonzo Ball injured his knee back in January of 2022, they haven't been a very good basketball team. I don't believe that Javon Carter, this is a guy they went after in free agency, is the solution. Torrey Craig was not the solution. This is a guy they brought in as well over the summer. These players are not working. And so this combination here, if you're a Bulls fan, I want you to come up. If you have a trade you can offer up, I know a lot of the Chicago Bulls fans have been navigating trades to try to send one of their players to the Lakers. LaVine to the Lakers. DeMar DeRozan to the Lakers. That's the chatter that we've been hearing. I just don't believe it'll happen. I don't believe anything with the Bulls is going to happen because I think the Bulls organization, for some odd reason, is content with what they have, and they're going to try to make it work. And I think the Lakers are no longer in the market for another big name player to decimate their depth. Or another team we're going to talk about is my team, the Portland Trail Blazers. The Blazers actually rewarded Jeremy Grant with a big-time contract, $160 million deal over 5 years. And then less than 24 hours after that move was made, Damian Lillard requested a trade out of Portland. So now Jeremy Grant looks like the odd man out. He looks like the odd player. He's the one guy there that just doesn't fit. He doesn't fit their rebuild. His contract is large. They cannot play for anything. He's the guy that seems like the odd man out. But now you have to convince a team to absorb that new 5-year, $160 million deal. And I don't know if he's played well enough to convince anybody to take that contract on. So he's a productive player. He can on a good night give you 19 plus points per game. He's done that over the last 3 years. Right? He doesn't necessarily make anything easier for his teammates. Right? He doesn't look like the player that's just going to immediately come in and just solve a problem, fill a hole that you have in your roster. He's just not that type of guy. And so the Blazers, I think they're going to be desperately looking to move on from Jeremy Grant. They may have to attach a first-round pick to him to sweeten the deal to offload him. I don't know if they will, or will they be willing to do that. It would all depend on if they have any extra picks. But, the positive with Jeremy Grant, and I believe the Blazers are going to be looking for a trade to get him out of there. The positive with him is he is what we call a long-term asset. These are the types of assets that you want going into the new CBA. So he is a long-term asset. He's going to be making about $36.4 million a year. He is, by the end of that deal, he'll be around 33 years old towards the end of his prime. So a team that's looking for a lengthy forward, maybe a win now team, could ultimately make that move. But again, it would have to potentially be a move where the Blazers lose out and have to give up a little more just to offload that contract. Salute to everybody in the chat as well, man. I think we just had our first donation of the day come through. Salute to DJ in the Cash App, man. DJ in the Cash App. He's going to be added to one of our top donors of the channel, along with Jay Carter, Tracy Steele, True to King, Get Fit for Life, George, The Truth Hurts, man, Bees, Herm, Double E, Action Jackson, and many others, man. So again, appreciate you, man. Lakers in 5. Make sure I go check out his channel as well for pulling up, supporting, watching. And this is one of the people I also want to pull up. Click that link. Let us know about your team. What do you think the Lakers need to do? We've seen them play. We've seen their deficiencies. We've seen their struggles. How do you address that? Can you address it via trade? Realistically, we're going to be talking about that. I'm going to be dropping the link here in a little bit, you guys. Hold up. I saw you, Jared, ask for the link. I'm about to be dropping it, man, because, again, this is a conversation I want you guys to lead. But I want y'all to come up here, man. Why don't y'all get y'all thoughts together? We're going to come with a trade. When I put these trades in the trade machine, they got to make sense. They got to improve some trades. And we got to get people on the right track. We got to get people on the right track. When they start yelling these trades, they got to understand it's not as easy as a lot of people expect it to be for these GMs. These GMs have a lot of hurdles to jump over to make these trades work. That's why you see second, third, and fourth teams sometimes get added into trades. Mr. Facts Over Feelings says a locker room is easy work. Look, man, I mean, as y'all have seen, the locker room is not going to come up here and debate anybody, man. So you just got to get your cachet up, man, and you got to come up here, man, and if you want to debate them, maybe we can set it up. His Aaron says trade AD. We saw Lil Wayne saying trade AD. Again, not realistic. I mean, that's why I say we want to venture into the realistic trades. The trades that are possible. We know one thing with the Lakers. The Lakers are 100% bought in on the LeBron James AD pairing. LeBron James is not going to sign off on any Anthony Davis trade. That's just the reality of it, as much as we want it. And then Laker fans need to understand, if Anthony Davis gets traded, you're not going to get equal value for him. What you get in return will not look like Anthony Davis. It will not be one individual player that can give you the production of an Anthony Davis. There's maybe only 2 power forwards in this league that you can trade for player and get equal value back for Anthony Davis, and those players are not getting traded. So Laker fans are asking for the AD trade. I think the Laker fans aren't looking at what his life would look like without him on the floor and with some of these other guys, right? You guys think that a collection of smaller pieces are going to equate to Anthony Davis. You'll be very wrong. You think that maybe you can get a collection of pieces, Lauri Markkanen and some other guys from the Utah Jazz? It will not look the same. There's a reason why all these other teams with these young players, with these cores of players, are losing. So you be careful what you ask for, Laker fans, because the life is good now. Life is going to be a lot worse if you lose Anthony Davis. We got the Charlotte Hornets. I think the Charlotte Hornets, man, just need to finally embrace this concept. The Charlotte Hornets need to embrace the concept of trading Gordon Hayward, and they need to start their process of tanking. They should have started the process of tanking last year. But the Charlotte Hornets, man, they look horrible. And in turn, it's making all of their assets and players look horrible. LaMelo Ball is just losing value. He's losing the little bit of clout he was able to build up in the NBA. It's starting to dwindle. People are starting to forget. They can't make any significant push to even get into playing games. And then when they do get into playing games, they get thrashed by 30 and 40 points and don't even look like they belong there. It's time to move on from Gordon Hayward, man. Right? You have the number 2 pick in Brandon Miller, who plays a similar position. Locker room says LaMelo is a fraud. I wouldn't go that far as calling him a fraud. I think he's playing with a lot of low quality talent. But you are right, though. I mean, things are not looking good in Charlotte. And when things don't look good, people aren't going to look to the team around you. They're not going to look to the GM or the coaching staff. They're going to look to the best player. That's LaMelo Ball. So he's the one that's going to be detrimentally impacted if they continue this. But I think they just need to tank. So they have Brandon Miller, the number 2 pick. He has hit the ground running. He looks like he could potentially be a really good player. Now you just got to start moving people out of his way so he can just start to develop into who he is. They do have a young core. They have Mark Williams. They have P.J. Washington, right? Nick Smith Jr. But they need to keep expanding on it with more young talent, right? Kind of go to Houston Rockets route until you find a core that you can move forward with and you can put some veterans around and then make an attempt to start winning. So Charlotte, they owes a lot. They owe a lottery pick to San Antonio, which is protected. But if it doesn't convey in 24 or 25, it will convert to a pair of second-round picks. So there's some incentive for the Hornets to kind of tap out of the play-in race. But a lottery pick would not do them any justice. Or a lottery pick would do them justice. So they got to liquidate everything, man. Terry Rozier got to go. Gordon Hayward got to go. It's time to rebuild. This combination don't even look competitive. It don't even look competitive. It's time for them just completely rebuild. We got DJ Gemini. He says Hornets need front court help. Hornets just need player help. The Hornets got a lot of issues. I never believed in the Steve Clifford signing. How you this is how you know they're just an incompetent organization. You fire Steve Clifford. You bring in a guy in James Borrego who actually was really good with the young players. Then you fire him. Then you bring back Steve Clifford because the guy that you originally hired from the Warriors looked at your organization and said, nah, I don't think I want to be a part of that. And then he decommits from signing a contract, which he goes back to the Warriors. So now you have to go hire the guy that you originally fired, Steve Clifford. A guy that's out of touch with the young players. A guy that runs one of the oldest offenses in NBA history. It doesn't look like it translates whatsoever. I mean, he's running like an offense that was last seen in like 1991. Right? He doesn't know how to get the most or maximize the talent of any of his young guys. They have a history of just benching their good rookies the first year. So Brandon Miller wasn't even in the starting lineup for a while. He was coming off the bench for whatever reason. Like they actually have a legitimate chance of winning something with Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier. Just a hot mess all over the place. Yeah, like why would you bring out of all the young coaches you could have went and got? I mean, there was a lot of young names out there. Somebody that's going to connect more with the younger roster. You go get the oldest, most out-of-date, washed-up coach that you can find, and you say, yeah, this looks like a really good hunt. Like, who looks at Steve Clifford, the guy that's failed everywhere he's been, most recently seen in Orlando, failed in Orlando, everywhere he's been, it's been a significant amount of losing going on. But then you rehire this guy out of all the options that you got. All the options, ton of options. You could even got a guy in Mark Jackson, right? You're already in the Bible Belt. They're not gonna be as tough on them as some of the teams in the West Coast would have been. The locker room says, I bet 1,200 on the Hornets 2 weeks ago. Trust me when I say LaMelo is a fraud. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm putting any type of money on the Hornets for anything unless it's for them to lose. But there ain't no way I can bet on them. DJ Gemini says, FYF, I agree, man. Organization isn't good, but after they get 54 and a half back from Terry and Haywood, from Gordon Hayward, then they can go from there. Yeah. And then, I mean, they've had some unfortunate series of events as well, like the Miles Bridges situation. You think you got Miles Bridges back on the cheap, then Miles Bridges goes right out and does something stupid again, one of the dumbest players in the NBA. And so they've just had, so it's been a little bit of bad luck, like with the Gordon Hayward injuries. But they've been mismanaged, man. They've been mismanaged so bad. And just the signing of Steve Clifford just tells you they're going nowhere fast. So I think the Charlotte Hornets just need to go in full tank mode, man. Another player I want to talk about is Joel Embiid. I think Joel Embiid, he stays in Philly, but I believe he will be talked about in trades all year. So I want y'all to remember this statement. As we progress through the season, I know the Sixers are doing really well right now and things look good. But if there's any lapses in what we're seeing, they go on any type of losing streak, I want y'all to watch the chatter around Joel Embiid. I believe there will be trade chatter around his name. I don't think there's no way in hell the Philadelphia 76ers trade him, man. Now, especially now that Tyrese Maxey is looking like he's going to blossom into being that secondary star behind Harden. But we know how trades go, man. There's a lot of chatter. There's a lot of noise. Salute to Mr. Skinny as well, man. Make sure y'all check him out, man. Mr. Skinny, always cooking up something over there, man. Salute. And the locker room in here. I want you guys to pull up when I drop this link here in about a minute or so. Salute to Antisocial, man. Yes, sir, man. Antisocial, one of the OGs of the channel, man. Been here from day one. Salute, man. Philip Reinhardt as well. But look, you guys, look. We're here talking about trades. We're going to be dropping this link soon. Another move that I believe will happen. I believe the Spurs will seek a win now trade at the trade deadline. What I mean by that, I think around the trade deadline, the Spurs are going to come to the realization that we are much better than we thought we would be. And I believe with them possibly being around 500, around that 10, 9, 8 spot in the West, I believe that the Spurs are going to say, look, it's time to go ahead and cash in on some of these pieces we got and maybe trade for a guy that can help us win now. Because Wembanyama is already looking like one of the best defensive players in the league. Guys like McDermott are playing really good. Jeremy Sochan, a guy that I didn't think could run the point guard for them, is actually doing a pretty good job of running the point. Zack Collins is finally staying healthy. They got the tallest lineup in the NBA. And they're a headache to play. Just ask the Phoenix Suns. They're a headache to play. Are they going to have their lapses? Are they going to look like a perennial contender? No. But I believe the Spurs finally just decide, let's just cash in, bring a vet in, and see if we can make a push to get into the playoffs. That's what I believe they will try to do. I think their days of tanking, I think those days are over with, man. I think they're going to move forward, and they're going to look to start building a winner in San Antonio. When we go to Toronto's one of those teams with just the biggest question mark, and they have a big question mark because Toronto has, as a team, they're not doing very well. But Toronto has a lot of players. They have a lot of players that everybody else really wants. When you look at Pascal Siakam, when you look at OG Anunoby, when you look at a guy like Scotty Barnes, Every team in the league wants an OG Anunoby. Defensively, now that he's added the 3-point to his bag, Pascal Siakam, a guy that's dynamic on both sides of the floor. As a collective in Toronto, they cannot win nothing. But every team wants these guys. Scotty Barnes is probably the only untouchable guy. That's because he's still on that rookie deal. But I believe that the Toronto Raptors are going to trade at least one of those forwards. I don't know who, but I believe that they trade one. I believe they may go into some form of tanking. All right. Their draft pick, Grady Dick, he ain't looking so hot to me. He's solid. But as far as the top 10 pick go, what they were expecting of him coming out of Kansas, I'm not seeing it. I'm not buying it either. So Toronto Raptors are going to be making a move. What team is going to be able to cash in on one of those players? And then with the ability to get a guy like Pascal Siakam or OG Anunoby, is that going to diminish Jeremy Grant's trade value in Portland? Because if a team can get Pascal, I'm taking him over Jeremy Grant. So these trades that we are talking about can have a direct impact on other teams looking to offload their guys. That's another consideration. I believe that the Dallas Mavericks, you guys, I think the Dallas Mavericks, what are they going to do? The Dallas Mavericks have one glaring hole. They don't have any true centers other than their rookie, Derek Lively. I believe that they go after a center, whether it's signing a free agent center or whether it's trading for a guy. You know, DeAndre Ayton experiment in Portland, I don't know if that's working. Could they make a move at the trade deadline? Possibly. All right, a guy named like Clint Capella, I believe they can make a move for one of these guys. A guy that's known as a more true center, that has more vet experience at that position. And we're talking about a Dallas team that actually looks pretty good right now. But they're not going to be able to make a sustainable playoff run without a true center at the helm. At least one that's a vet that understands the game. You don't want to walk into the playoffs with Derek Lively as your starting center. With Maxi Kleber, he's been hurt this year. He's been in and out the lineups. You can't rely on him. He's good at stretching the floor, but he's still undersized. Avion Plummer says Andre Drummond would be a perfect fit. He would be. I don't know if he's the solution because I don't know if Andre Drummond is any longer a starting center in this league that can play starter minutes. Andre Drummond's in Chicago right now, averaging about 12, 13 minutes a game. Single-digit points, single-digit rebounds. And just, I don't know if I'm willing to bring him in as a starter. Lively is 19-year-old. Is that big you want? No, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't want Derek Lively if I'm going into the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. I don't want him if I'm going into the playoffs. And the way Dallas is looking now is looking like they're going to be a contender. But you don't want to be in a situation where you're just riding, once again, the coattails of Luka Doncic and everything, win or lose, goes through him. You want to be able to open up things with a big in the paint for Kyrie. You want to have an option that you can go to down low because in the playoffs, teams are just going to sell out to you on the perimeter. And you don't want the ball in Derek Lively's hands late in the shot clock in the playoffs. You'll be in a bad situation. So I believe the Mavericks look to get a center that's more than just a rim runner like Derek Lively. They need to get a guy that can be a threat down there, some type of presence in the paint. Also, I believe that the Detroit Pistons finally cashed their chips in on Bojan Bogdanović, an elite shooter. A lot of the playoff teams want him. But I think the Pistons have already set their asking price for this man. They want a first round. They've asked for multiple first round picks for this man. I don't think he's worth multiple first round picks. I do believe he's worth a first round pick. So I want to see how creative some of these teams that desperately need a catch and shoot shooter, a sniper, a guy that can light it up, that's not just looked at as a microwave shooter. I want to see how creative some of these teams can get to go explore a trade that can send those picks to Detroit. Can the Lakers get creative enough by adding a third team in? Creating a trade that gives them the catch and shoot shooter that they desperately need. Can they do that? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. If Portland can find a way to get a little bit of resurgence back when Ja Morant gets healthy, it looks like they might need another shooter. Are they willing to pull the trigger on a trade? Probably not. I think the Lakers might be the team that's put themselves in place to make a trade of this degree. They have the relationships with other teams. They're one of the best teams in the league at pulling off 3-team deals to help facilitate what a specific team wants. But then we have to look at what will the Pistons ask for in return with regards to a player. And so we'll be exploring the Lakers roster as well. What players are tradable? Right? There's a lot of players there, but what players are tradable if you want to bring in a guy of this magnitude? He is 34 years old. So you know that bringing in this guy in Bojan Bogdanovic, you're maybe talking about a 1-2 year move. This is not a move that you're going to be looking at keeping them long term. But we got to be able to find a trade that facilitates what the Detroit Pistons actually want. And the one thing that the Lakers are short on is draft picks. He says, what are my thoughts on the Clippers? We're about to get to the Clippers right here in a second, too. I'm going to give you guys my thought. Another thing is, I think this is a trade. This is one of the trade predictions that I am making. I believe that the Knicks will go ahead and pull the trigger and try to make a trade for Karl Anthony Towns. That's who I believe the Knicks have been eyeing. And that's who I believe that they will trade for. But I believe they will try to make a trade to bring in Karl Anthony Towns. The logistics of that trade, don't know. But I believe that the Knicks are going to finally look to bringing in a guy that can be the star of the team. Julius Randle cannot be the star of your team. He does not have the game. He doesn't have the cachet. He don't have the swag. He don't have the consistency to be your number one. At best, he's a number two. On a really good team, he's your number 3 option. I mean, Brunson's already came into a certain degree and it's taken the mantle of being a number 1. But I think the Knicks, I think it's just time, man. I think it's time for the Knicks to make that move, man. Get Madison Square Garden back rocking again. This is the longest stretch of time where Madison Square Garden has been dead. Last year, they had it juking a little bit, but we all knew that whatever run they made in the playoffs, it wasn't going to last long. It was a surprise that they beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. But from that point forward, we knew they getting dusted off. Tom Thibodeau was starting to look like, man, goddamn, man, you just starting to look like, man, you just coaching the style of basketball that's so old school, sluggish, slow, defensive oriented, man. It's, bring some guys in there that's gonna get the energy back up. I don't know if they'll be able to trade Randall for him, but I just think that his time in Minnesota is up, man. Salute to Hoop Jargon as well. He said this year's been very interesting. You are right, man. And you hit it on the money, Hoop Jargon. Yeah, Hoop Jargon, I'm not gonna say you were the only one that predicted about the Houston Rockets. When I did my preseason show and my predictions about each team, my prediction was that the Houston Rockets will make the playoffs. That was my dark horse. So I was still in the same kind of boat as you. I predicted they will make the playoffs because I just think that the coaching, Udoka, just knows how to coach guys up and make them winners. So I kind of predicted the successes of them, but I don't want to hit the gas on the Houston Rockets too early because, again, sometimes these early season successes don't pan out. And that roster still looks very shaky. It doesn't. I mean, the depth, once you start getting into the depth, I mean, a rolled ankle here or there, and you start having to toy with that lineup, and you have to bring guys in off that bench, and it ain't looking the same. He said Rockets fans didn't even believe him. I tell you, that's what's crazy. It's a perfect mix of young and old talent. It is a good mix, but I think they're just still missing something, and I think they're missing depth. Like I say, that's a very fragile team because, man, if anybody gets hurt and you disrupt the chemistry that they have amongst their top 5 or 6 guys, boy, it gets shaky there. I'm not trusting the depth of that bench. And then Udoka's just bringing a new element. He's bringing a new style. He's a new element. He's hitting a lot of teams by surprise because they just lack a true scouting report on what he's going to do on a night in and night out basis. Once teams lock in the second half of the season and they have a true and accurate scouting report of who this Rockets team is, that's when we really going to see who they are. We're going to see the same plight with the Spurs. The Spurs, time to time, look really good. Once teams really get that true and accurate scouting report, and then guys, you're coming out now they know every play you're going to run. They know each player's weaknesses and deficiencies and things. You're going to get in trouble then we're going to see if you really are a playoff team. But that's what we have right there. And then when we talk about the Clippers, I'm going to go ahead and get this link ready because I want to bring you guys up. And we're going to cook on these trades, man. Like I said, we're not going to be live too long, but I want to be live long enough to get y'all thoughts on trades, on your team, trades that you think might work. If you have a trade in mind, we can pull up the trade generator and we can see if it actually works. But I just think there's certain teams that need certain things that are just missing key ingredients. But sometimes these key ingredients aren't as easy to get. And then what you also have to take into consideration that other teams know that you desperately need these ingredients. So, for example, like a Laker team that desperately needs a catch and shoot shooter. I mean, a team like Detroit might up the asking price since they know you are in such desperate need of the player. So they might ask for just a little bit more, that extra second round pick, something to sweeten the deal. Hit the link to join the panel, man. Link is in the chat, man. Hope to see you guys up here, man. We got Hoop Jargon. He says the Clippers are going to be a huge flop. B-ball IQ is too low and injuries too prevalent. This is my thought process on the Clippers, you guys. This is what I said about the Clippers. Remember what I said when they first got put together? When they first got put together, I looked at the roster. And I said weeks ago, I said I see a roster full of point guards and shooting guards. Norman Powell, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Paul George, Bones Highland. Right? Then you have a small forward in Kawhi Leonard that plays like a shooting guard, so you can add him to that bunch. But then you have Zubac. You have PJ Tucker, who you got in the trade. That's really it for your bigs. And so when I look at all your point guards and shooting guards, they all play the same style. Norman Powell is like a microwave scorer. He needs the ball in his hands. James Harden, score. Russell Westbrook, score. Needs the ball in his hands to attack and dish. PG, score. Needs the ball. Kawhi Leonard, score. Needs the ball. No longer defending at the same level that he used to defend. They all play the same way. There's no diversity. They have nobody on that team willing to say, okay, I'll take a lesser role here so I can do other things. Is Kawhi Leonard going to wake up tomorrow and say, you know what, guys, I'm going to be the defensive stopper. I'll lower my burden offensively. I'll take a lesser role offensively so you guys can excel. They don't have anybody, so they got egos to deal with. So the one thing I saw right there is that they got too many guys that just do the same thing. And a lot of people can what the troubles that they're having now, it was easy to predict. It was just easy to call. This was one of the easier trades to call that wouldn't work. So I'm not necessarily surprised, man. Salute to Jared, man, the locker room, man. We got Hoop Jargon, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up, man. We got Hoop Jargon in here first. Hoop Jargon, man. What's good, man? What you got on? all these trade talks, man. What you got on all this?
What's the deal, man? Yeah, I just yesterday I put a stream up talking about the current state of the NBA and all that. I missed the trade discussion, so if you want to enlighten me real quick, I definitely want to listen and then comment on that.
Yeah, just talking about just projections. I wasn't talking about any trades in particular. The main thing was just what teams could use a trade. What teams need to make a move? What teams need to blow it up? Like, do you have anything in mind just kind of based on what you've seen this year?
Oh, first and foremost, Memphis. Memphis got to do something, man. They 1-8. Like, I mean, I know that Ja's kind of messed up the chemistry. Dylan Brooks leaving, and I'm gonna say this: people were saying the most goofy takes on Dylan Brooks last year, talking about he gonna go to the Shanghai Sharks and this dude about to play himself out the league. I'm like, y'all. I mean, listen, I don't even like Dylan Brooks. I don't. But for you to dismiss his skill set and his mentality, like, dude, this dude is like Tony Allen. He's like Draymond Green. This dude will have a job until he decides he want to stop playing basketball.
You just compare him to
I
Tony
just don't
Allen?
understand how people miss the boat on stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Memphis got to figure their whole thing out. The Lakers, man. Listen, man, I'm a Lakers fan. I don't like LeBron James like that. I don't like AD like that. And we're going to figure out like how we're going to like stylize our team going forward. Because in my opinion, I said this on my video yesterday, we overachieved last year. We just did. And so we brought in, some good ancillary pieces. But like, how does that go forward though? Like, what do we do going forward with that? And as we're seeing, we're struggling. I think we're like 4-5 right now. And so it's interesting. So I think the Clippers can't trade. That they probably need to get rid of some of that quote unquote talent. But those stick out of my mind, on the forefront as we are talking.
I hear you right there, man. Salute to the locker room, man.
Yo,
man, what you got for us, man? What's good, man?
Yeah, I think Lakers, man. I think Lakers need that third star, Lamont. The Lakers, they brought on D'Lo last year. We thought D'Lo could be that dude, Lamont, but we quickly found out, man, once we got to the Western Conference Finals, man, D'Lo's not that dude. You know what I'm saying? So I think I definitely think the Lakers need that third star. I know a lot of people saying, the league is going away from, 3 stars or whatever the case is. I disagree. When you look at the last few years, the landscape has kind of changed a little bit. When you look at Boston, they got somewhat of a big 4. You look at Milwaukee, they got a big 3. The Clippers trying to put together a big 4. Denver, the champs, they got a solid, lineup. So I just think the Lakers right now, they don't really have enough to me to compete with the upper echelon teams right now. So I think a guy like Zack LaVine makes sense. We talked about this yesterday. I think that makes sense for the Lakers. What you think about that?
I mean, I like the concept of it, but I mean, if we explore any Zack LaVine trade that involves the Lakers, there's going to be a heavy asking price. And your asking price is not only just dictated by what you can offer, it's also dictated based on what other teams can offer for a guy as well. Because if Zack LaVine hits the trade market, it's going to be a lot of teams making packages to bring his services in. And the Lakers are going to have to compete with the other packages that other teams can offer up. And that's where they're going to struggle. So the Lakers are already kind of handicapped draft pick wise from all the trades they did the previous year. So it's not much in draft capital that they can offer. So they would have to have players that they could offer up. And so if we're talking players, I just don't see that they have the quality players that the Bulls are looking for. Maybe the Bulls will take on D'Lo, But a D'Lo for Zach LaVine trade, is that doing it? That's just replacing Zach LaVine with another guy that needs the ball. That's not a teardown. So I
That's a
don't know,
horrible
man.
trade.
Well, I'm just saying if the Bulls, if the Lakers make a trade for Zach LaVine, D'Lo would have to be the primary piece that they offer up.
And he is. I guess FanDuel, they posted this trade scenario 3 days ago. They said, who says no? Lakers receive Zach LaVine and Alex Caruso. The Bulls receive D'Lo, Rui Hachimura, Taurean Prince, Jalen Hood, and a 2029 first round pick.
No.
Now, how does that help the Lakers though, giving up
exactly
Taurean Prince and Rui? Like, how does Zach LaVine make up for the defensive production and the things that Rui and Prince can do?
See, here's what I find funny, right? We get players on this team, and then people really will try to like make a case for these dudes like they've done anything with the Lakers. Like the dude Taurean Prince been on the team, Lamont, 3 weeks. I know you're not trying to sit up on the show, Lamont, and make an argument for Taurean Prince. He's been here for 3 weeks, bro.
But he has shown us his value, though. He has shown us his value.
Hold on, Rui Hachimura. I said on the show yesterday, I said, me personally, I would rather see like a guy like Austin go than Rui. I think Rui's got more upside than Austin. But come on, Lamont, Taurean Prince. I mean, come on, man. I'm listen. If Chicago wanted Taurean Prince, I don't think the Lakers gonna be hung up about letting go of Taurean Prince.
But it's not to getting hung up on the one player. But remember, you're giving up a multitude of players, and then we have to assume that the Chicago Bulls want all of those players back.
Right.
If the Bulls going into tank mode, they may be looking for just pure draft capital.
But Lamont,
they may be looking for deals that they could just offload or waive and just want the draft capital in it. So
the Lakers don't even have that.
That's going to be contingent on what the Bulls want. But
Lamont, here's one aspect though that you seem to like always disregard in these conversations. See, you're always saying like, well, how do we know the Bulls will want this or want that? But what you got to understand is that these players also form relationships with these, general managers, with the front office people, whatever the case is, right? So in certain instances, like with Damian Lillard, sure, he wanted to go to Miami. They fell out, I guess, him in management or whatever the case was, and they ended up not sending him to Miami. They sent him somewhere he didn't want to go. But in a lot of situations, they will send a player to where they want to go, like Kevin Durant. He wanted to go to either Phoenix or Miami. Brooklyn sent him to Phoenix. So,
but that don't have nothing to do with you wanting to gut our team, offensive and defensively, for LaVine. That doesn't make any sense.
Hold on. How is it gutting the team when you just said the team wasn't good enough?
Name the players that you just said in that trade. You're gutting us offensively and defensively because you definitely haven't watched Prince play, because it was a Tasmanian devil since he pretty much has been in the league. He has guarded a lot of the better offensive player. Please stop. No, you can't be watching basketball. You got to be watching highlights.
No. Please stop, bro. You're not going to.
You're saying stop, but prove your point.
You're not going to.
Gutting us offensively and defensively,
bro. Lamont.
Prince been the one balling for y'all though.
Hold on.
Like, what?
You're gutting
like
Rui.
I said, bro. Like I said, we can't.
You're gutting Rui. You're gutting Prince. You're gutting Reeves. Name all the players that you just said within that trade, and then make it make sense.
Okay,
that doesn't make no sense, and we're losing a pick.
Once again, Lamont, we can't disregard the fact that Chicago may send Zach LaVine where he wants to go. Now he did go to UCLA, right? If I'm not mistaken. He has ties to the LA area,
yeah, that's
right? So does DeMar, but we're not even gonna talk about DeMar. DeMar's from LA as well. I don't think it's far-fetched to say one of those two guys, if Chicago becomes sellers at the trade deadline or by the trade deadline, I don't think it's a reach to say one of these two guys could end up on.
Who are the 4 players that you said in your trade?
D'Angelo Russell. This is not my trade. This is FanDuel. They posted this on their Instagram account. They said D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, Taurean Prince, Jalen Hood-Schifino, and a 2029 first-round pick.
Nigga, that's not enough.
For Zach LaVine, and Alex Caruso.
I don't see them pull that trade.
Hey, locker
honestly,
room, would you take that trade if you were the other GM? Would you take that trade? Is the Bull on the Bulls end?
If we have a shitty season, absolutely.
Yeah,
especially with those new contracts. Especially we just signed a new contract, right? So you take on more cap space. You know what I mean? So that doesn't make sense for the Bulls. Lamont, can I comment regarding the trades? Because I wanted to speak on the other teams. It seems like we talk about the Lakers all the time, but I think there's some other teams that you mentioned I wanted to comment on. One is Dallas. The reason why I say Andre Drummond is because of the contract. I believe that he could be effective within our offense. I don't think they need a big man to be on the floor 30 minutes to 40 minutes per night. I think he can give you that 15 to 20 minutes and be that rebounder and that person in the middle. Or you can try to reach out to the Cavaliers and see if Jared Allen is available. Right now the Cavaliers are struggling. That combination of Evan Mobley and Jared Allen doesn't seem to work. I think it's reflecting on the head coach as well. I just think the whole team doesn't fit. And so I do think Dallas could try to make that call and could try to get Jared Allen from the Cavaliers, because I think Jared Allen contract is $20 million a year, so you could unload Powell and some other players on that team.
Please get rid of Powell. Please get rid of Powell.
Yeah. So regarding the Knicks, I disagree regarding Karl-Anthony Towns. The Knicks want to keep that cap space open, because I believe Donovan Mitchell will ask out in a year and a half, because he does have that player option in 2025. Yeah, I always believe deep down he never wanted to go to the Cavaliers. He wanted to go to New York. So he does have a player option. So I think he will ask out and he will sign a max contract with the Knicks. Julius Randle will get moved by the trade deadline this year. I wholeheartedly believe. I don't know who, but I think he will get moved. In regards to the Lakers, I think they don't need another big star. I think they need another ball handler other than D'Lo. I think if they can call Detroit and try to get like Alec Burks or somebody like a Monte Morris, like to come off their bench that can help lead that second unit, I think it could help them a lot. And Alec Burks is actually having a solid season, averaging 15 points and like 4 or 5 assists per night, and it's a good ball handler as well. I wanted your comment, Lamont, and locker room, and everybody else could comment this as well. The Pelicans, the situation with Brandon Ingram. Do you guys think he's going to get moved into where? I think Brandon Ingram could get moved to like a place like Minnesota, trade him with Cat. I think Brandon Ingram with Anthony Edwards over there and them boys could be lethal. I think Brandon Ingram just need a new scenery, and with him having a dog by his side and Anthony Edwards, I think we could see the Brandon Ingram from a couple years ago when we saw in the play-in. They was playing like an all-star small forward. I actually believe he does need to change. I think him and Zion is not working at all. So I think Pelicans are probably going to be on the market as well, change some of those players, including CJ or Brandon Ingram especially. So that's my view on the trades. The Lakers, like I said, they don't need a big star. They just need another ball handler that can lead that second unit, or that can come in with Adrian Brown. And I think Alec Burks is that perfect fit for them.
Statistically, honestly.
Well, hold on. Let's explore. I wanted to explore real quick while we're back on the Lakers, just a trade. And this is why we say these trades are hard to manipulate. So you got Zach LaVine, Alex Caruso going to the Lakers for D'Lo, Rui, Taurean Prince, Jalen Hood-Schifino, and a first-round pick. And the problem with the trade is, and the reason why it says this trade failed, is when we scroll down here, it says this trade would result in the Lakers crossing the tax apron of $172.3 million while hard capped. Therefore, the trade is not possible. You would need to remove $2.4 million of incoming value to make the trade work. So hard cap reason and financial reasons is the Lakers are unable to complete this trade. Since they are now over the tax apron after this trade, they will only be able to take back 110% of the salary they were sending out plus zero. This is the Lakers can take back $45.3 million in salary based on the amount they are sending out. And we have to cut $4.13 million. So if you cut money from if you have to cut money, that means the trade don't look the same. And so that's why I say, I mean, in theory, it sounds good, but in theory, these aren't how trades are done. These trades are done based on the cap and the rules in place that dictate what you can trade and how you can trade. And so, unfortunately, this trade is just not realistic for either team because it would violate too many rules. It just doesn't work. So this trade fails. So it would have to be significant changes here. So these are the things, and this is what I say, we cut some of these GMs a break when they can't pull some of these moves off. These are the struggles they have to deal with. And you just can't trade willy-nilly because of rules that a lot of rules that most of us just don't really understand. So this trade just wouldn't work. It fails because it just would go against some of the rules in place with the CBA. So they would have to go back to the drawing board to make this work.
But Lamont, honestly, the Lakers are only getting beat in actually two categories right now. They're getting beat with second chance point and rebounding overall. So if and that's why I really went against the trade when G was bringing it up, because you're getting rid of Roy, you're getting rid of D'Lo, who have average amongst the team within the teams for the team already, right? Like, so then you add on at least another 12 points by Prince. Then on top of that, on the defensive end, Roy is one of our best rebounders. I'm sorry, not rebounders, box outers. So, and Prince is one of our primary defensive players, and you want to get rid of him amongst a trade for LaVine. Now, if you would have said DeRozan and Williams, that kind of could have been more of a better argument.
Well,
but
I think you
for
can make this trade
LaVine in
work.
general,
I think you can make this trade work, but you would have to
Williams would be the better player from Chicago. But honestly, the Lakers only need to get somebody in the buyout market as a big man for the trenches. We don't really even need to give up no more of our treasure chest, no more our depth, because our depth is actually working, but they have not been healthy enough to give us a real sample size of what they are about as a core.
Yeah, it's still early. That's a good
Well,
point. I mean,
this trade would work if you just trade for all of those players that Locker Room mentioned. But this trade but it wouldn't work till January. But you couldn't make this trade until January 15th. It would work after January 15th.
Book
and
it.
by then the asset price
Let's
will
run
go
it.
up by then.
Hold on. So Locker Room, you're fine with trading D'Lo, Rui, Taurean Prince, Jalen Hood-Schifino, and a 2029 first round pick for Zach LaVine.
You saved the Chicago GM job right there. You just saved his job.
Yeah, but why would they
Lord have
trade
mercy.
him?
Now, because we look, this is what it does. So I guess Locker Room could potentially be right because according to Fans Pro, this improves the Lakers by 1 win, and it improves their defense, and it says it improves their offense. I'm not.
Wow.
Hold on. Look. No, I'm not. Look right here. It says right here. It improves the Lakers by 1 win. It improves their offense and defense. While this trade also hurts the Bulls' wins, it hurts their offense and it hurts their defense. So Locker Room could potentially be right.
No, but
And locker room gonna get fired at the end of the season.
But see, my thing is right, Lamont, and I when you put the players in the order like that, and we're just having this conversation, it sounds crazy, but what I'm thinking about, Lamont, is the playoffs. Now, obviously, Zach LaVine's not proven necessarily in the playoffs, but he hasn't really had, he hasn't really been on good teams either, right? Now, when you look at Rui Hachimura. Let's just take Rui for example. Everybody is like, and I like Rui. Me personally, I like Rui. I think Rui's a nice player. But what we're not finna do, Lamont, is sit up here and act like Rui Hachimura wasn't traded last year for Kendrick Nunn in a second-round pick, right? The Lakers already traded D'Angelo
What does that
Russell.
have to do with how productive he was in the playoffs?
Exactly.
Bro,
And what does that have to do with rebounding?
Bro, can I finish my point? So like I said, Lamont, D'Angelo Russell, the Lakers have already traded this dude before, right? We saw how he performed last year in the Western Conference Finals. So if people are confident in D'Angelo Russell moving into this year, going into the postseason this year, after watching what he did last year, I don't know if you watched the series, because he should have been benched last year when it really mattered the most.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And then Taurean Prince, like I said, Lamont, Taurean Prince is a nice player, but come on, man, let's not sit up here and act like Taurean Prince is going to move the needle as far as the Lakers winning a title.
And you look, and that's what, but locker room. That's what I'm saying. Look again. The numbers, the numbers wise, according to the LeBron rating, is like y'all see this rating that next to the players where it says LeBron. There's a number. It says 0.26. According to the LeBron rating, and based on what you're saying, you might be right because the numbers support that this trade will make the Lakers better. And that's just the analytical side of it.
Ball game, Lamont.
But Lamont, if Bro just said their problem was rebounding, points, what is Zach LaVine going to add to that?
Zero.
I don't know.
Zero.
He has nothing to it. No, I don't think that. But I don't think the Lakers' problem is rebounding. I don't think it is.
We literally see them get beat up.
Can I add something?
Lamont, come on.
I think one of their bigger problems is perimeter creation. I think.
No, I don't think it's creation. I just think they need shooting.
I think they need more perimeter ball handling outside of just LeBron, and they need to upgrade over D'Lo.
Lamont, can I say this? Can I say this quick?
Hold on, go ahead, Lock.
So this Zach LaVine, right? The last we'll just go back to the last 5 years. Point per game average. 2019, he was 24 points a game. 2020, 26. 2021, 27 points per game. 2022, 24 points per game. And last year, he was 25 points per game. So, like I said, can you rely on D'Angelo Russell to be a consistent third option deep into the postseason? We saw it last year against Memphis.
He's not the third option.
Hold on. We saw it last year against Memphis and Golden State. He was the Lakers' third option. But then when we got deeper into the postseason versus Denver, he fizzled out. I believe he averaged maybe like 6 points a game.
That's a lie. It's Reeves. That's a lie. It's Reeves.
No.
D'Lo was our third guy early in the playoffs, bro.
D'Lo was our third best player.
We beat the Timberwolves,
but not the
we beat the Timberwolves. It was deloading, bro, hooping, bro. In the play.
Lamont, who you got up here, Lamont?
But hey, look, D'Lo did help you win some playoff series.
He was our third.
But he was not the third option.
Lamont, he was our third best player in the Memphis series and in the Golden State series, and then in the Western Conference Finals, he fizzled out.
So
he averaged like 6 points.
But more importantly, the Timberwolves playing game is when he's balling at his best.
But he is not the third option offensive. The way Ham does it, he is not the third option. He is the fourth option. Reeves is the second. Is the third option.
Reeves just got benched, bro. He can't be the third.
That's not what I'm saying. Notice what you just stated. Notice what you just stated, though.
And he balled out.
Reeves, as far as last year, because you brought up last year, it was LeBron, then AD, then Reeves.
No, it wasn't,
then
bro. It was LeBron,
yes, it was.
AD, and then D'Angelo Russell, bro.
No.
My God. You don't watch games.
No, it wasn't, bro.
Lamont,
you don't watch games.
Lamont, what are we doing?
You can't watch games.
It was Reeves.
Lamont, what are we doing?
It was Reeves, dog, last year.
It was Reeves, bro. Especially in the second round. Especially in the second round.
Lamont, can you educate these dudes, bro? Like,
bro, you need to educate yourself, bro.
I'm not
watch the games, my dude.
Bro.
Now, locker room, stop calling Lamont and do your own thing. Do your own work.
No.
I watch the game.
I got this Lamont show, so I got to call on Lamont so he can regulate this shit because you niggas be getting out of line.
What are you talking
bro?
about?
You high right now. I watch the game.
Lamont, all right, I'm done. Y'all got it.
Yo, what's even the conversation?
Hold on, y'all. Somebody give him the one-on-one, but you gotta stop.
What's even?
Bro.
Hold on, but look out. What I'm saying is, no matter how much we argue it, the analytics here say that this trade makes the Lakers better. He was telling us that don't get fooled by the names that are leaving. It's gonna improve the team, and when I look at it here, I'm surprised that this is saying that it's gonna make the Lakers better. And this is usually these numbers here on how it impacts the team. It's usually pretty accurate.
Lamar, this is the problem.
Lamar, you trolling, man.
I'm not trolling. It's right here.
One game. By the way, first of all, salute everybody.
Really?
Zach LaVine does make the Bulls. He does make the Lakers a better team, though.
No. That's what y'all can't deny, though, right? But see, this is what y'all get so confused at. Salute everybody. This is SB. Locker room. I already get on locker room. I get on locker room all the time because y'all be fanned out from the perspective. Like, first of all, first thing first, y'all fighting each other from two fanned out perspectives. Zach LaVine will make the Lakers better no matter what. But the point y'all not looking at the trade, and this is what locker room feeling.
The huge contract.
Why would my Chicago Bulls take this trade over any other trade?
Yeah, they would never do it.
And the best pick y'all got is 6 years. It's 6 years from now.
The Bulls would never do it.
And okay, look, can I answer that? Can I answer that, SB?
There's no reason why they would do this.
SB, I'm gonna tell you, just like I told Lamont 10 minutes ago. What y'all are disregarding is the fact that the Bulls and Zach LaVine have a relationship. So if the Bulls are gonna be sellers at the trade deadline, right? Mm-hmm. Now, it'd be one thing, right? If it was a Damian Lillard situation where he requested trade and then him and the GM fall out. He wanted to go to Miami, but they end up sending him to Milwaukee. It could be a Kevin Durant situation where he says, yo, the team is obviously going downhill. Kyrie wanted out. I want out too. I want to go to either Phoenix or Miami. They traded him to Phoenix. They sent him where he wanted to go.
Can I say this real quick? Hold on,
wait, where he wants to go. Hold on, locker room. Let me show you the history of my team, the Chicago Bulls. Michael Jordan, the greatest player of all time. We did him dirty. Derrick Rose, the most fan-loved player, still get today. We traded him while he was hurt. The Bulls will not do. Our owner care about the owner of our team care more about the White Sox than he do the Chicago Bulls. As long as people coming to sit down in that seats, he do not care. He will not do Zach LaVine no favor. The Bulls will do what's best for the team and the organization. You got to think about it. Our new GM, AK, is from Denver. He helped build that Denver championship team. He's still trying to prove himself to the fan base here. He's not going to do Zach LaVine a favor. And another reason why he won't do Zach LaVine a favor, because Zach LaVine just got signed to a contract. So they're going to put him – now, if he was on 1 year like DeMar DeRozan, I hear you out. But you're hoping on a prayer that they might do him a solid. And I'm telling you, the Bulls, what in our history show that the Bulls do give anybody a solid?
Nothing. None at all. Nothing.
We did the greatest player of all time there.
Hey, let me just say this real quick, though, because like my problem with this trade is not really the history; it's just the package. I don't see why the Bulls would take back that Rui or D'Lo contract unless they're just looking to flip it immediately. But the Bulls, they need to blow it up, and this is not a blow it up trade. They're not getting multiple picks. They're getting players on long-term contracts who really don't have a ton of value, I don't think. So I mean, like, it's just
because if OKC call us with all them picks they got.
That's what I was just about to say. I would call OKC, see what they willing to give up.
Yeah, because this is just a bad, like the players and themselves.
Oh yeah, I forgot brother Amari Juma was in here.
But for the Bulls, I think it's a bad package.
I'm just listening.
Me personally, it's a bad package for the Bulls.
But it's a bad package for everybody because what locker room isn't bringing up is the way Ham was coaching. Ham was coaching a stagnant offense at the beginning of the season. Ham didn't actually
Zach LaVine trade.
No, but hold on. Ham, even if you was to pull the trigger on this trade, it would hurt LaVine because the offense that Ham was doing. Let me finish. Ham literally was coaching only a stagnant offense. Everybody, once they got on the offensive side, everybody turned to an ostrich looking at everybody. Rather than movement, rather than slashing, rather than curls, rather than pick and rolls, we wasn't doing all that. We haven't started doing all that to the last really 3 games. If you really been watching, that's why that 5 and out actually been hurting us the most because as soon as AD is double teamed by somebody, how can he get the rebounds by himself? And there's no movement.
This is a better trade. I think the Bulls would take this trade over
Would they? I mean,
Hell yeah.
And here, I'm gonna tell you why. Let me break it down. One, Gordon Hayward's on an expiring deal.
You know the Hornet picks gonna be good.
So and then you got a young player in James Bouknight who's young. It don't matter if he's a bust. He's still a young guard. That's what you want on a low contract. And then
I would take Nick Smith.
You're getting 2 first-round picks and you're getting 2 second-round picks. And so, again, long term, which is what I think the Bulls should be looking at. If you're looking to tank, you do this if you're looking to tank, because what'll happen is you'll get Gordon Hayward, you'll waive him, which you'll probably do. You'll put him to the buyout market. And then you'll just proceed with your tank, and then Zach LaVine will be with the Hornets. This is a more, because the Bulls are only going to do a trade, like SB said, that's going to make them better. They're not going to do Zach any favors, and trade would. We know the Hornets make dumb decisions. It would give them the impression that it makes them better, but I don't know if it would make them better.
Well, hold on, it does. Hold on, has Zach LaVine even said he want to go to the Lakers? Is he like? I feel like the Lakers.
No, Zach haven't said he wanted to go nowhere. No,
it doesn't matter.
He signed
but it doesn't matter what he thinks.
Wait. Hey, Lamont, see if you can try and find a Zach LaVine or Donovan Mitchell to the Sixers.
The Lakers are becoming the Knicks. Like, they think everybody wants to go to them.
I think Philly could be in the mix for a lot of these top.
Philly was in the mix during the offseason because
I feel like Philly don't.
I think they still are. I think they still are.
What messed up was Chicago.
They kind of working right now. You don't want
Chicago messed up twice. I'm gonna tell you why Chicago messed up twice, because when they was in there trying to get Harden happy because they was gonna try to keep Harden, it was a possibility that we probably could have got Maxey, but it's over with now because he balling now. I'm talking about during the offseason.
Yeah.
And they probably would have traded Maxey for Zack just to keep Harden happy and keep him there. But when he started being a loose cannon, that cleared everything, and they were just done with him. So it was over.
But the 76ers have a lot of players that they can hold capital and actually trade and bring in more picks, even if they don't bring in players.
But
they have enough depth to actually bring in picks.
No.
The 76ers are balling right now. They don't need to touch. They don't need to touch nothing right now. Like they
with all the players that they have,
before he got hurt, he was balling. Kelly Oubre, you don't want to move him either.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying trade Kelly. I'm talking about what they got back from.
They can get
Donovan
Mitchell.
They have some extra players in capital.
Nah, but look, keep it though. Okay. Like because they're ball like they got chemistry. They just got platoon. Keep it, bro. Like because
they need better. They need better.
Hold on.
No, they don't, man. It's working right now.
Nobody had the 76ers being where they are right now. And the 76ers are one of the best teams in the East right now. So why touch anything?
Because why would you not? Okay. So you're going to go into the playoffs, right? And let's just say that these teams are in the playoffs. They've had about a full season playing together, right?
Yeah.
You think that this Sixer team, as currently constructed, can even compete with the Bucks or the Celtics?
Yes, they have more depth than the Bucks. Yes,
I completely disagree.
Hold on, bro.
They
have over depth right now.
They have more depth than the Bucks. The Bucks are trying
they're over depth.
No. But when we get into the playoffs, like these older wings that the Sixers have, I don't think they're as good as maybe you think they are. I don't think Batum or Rocco.
Let me ask you. Does Giannis get better with shooting when the floor shrinks up in the playoffs?
When the floor shrinks, no.
Right, so
he has Dame on. He has Dame. Dame opens up so many things.
Dame is having one of his
But we're
worst
talking about Dame
years.
After a full season with the Bucks. Dame's gonna stretch out the floor for Giannis so much. It's gonna make it easier for Giannis and the Bucks.
And we talk about Tyrese Maxey.
Milwaukee will be fine. Tyrese Maxey is great. Tyrese Maxey is great. But if you're the Sixers, you're in crunch mode right now. Either you go out and make a big trade for Donovan Mitchell or Zach LaVine, or you use all that cap space in the offseason. But wait, stop. Wait. Let me get this off. Let me get this off. They don't just have to make a trade.
Why pull a Clippers
they can also
and mess up their chemistry?
Wait, hold on, bro.
Let's let him finish, y'all.
They need the Sixers need to either make one of those big, because they have a lot of expirings and they have draft capital now, so they can actually get a package for Donovan Mitchell or LaVine if they wanted to, or they could just wait until free agency and maybe try to pick up a Pascal Siakam, or they can try, if they really want to, get another.
Let me ask you, who has more depth right now, the Bucks or the 76ers?
The 76ers.
I would say Philly. Yeah, I would say Philly.
So why would you?
So why
I
would you
think you're
blow that
underrated
up?
chemistry.
Because I don't think because I don't think the depth against a team that I just think is just better than them in the Bucks.
But
I don't think it's
deep
enough.
in my bench in the playoffs.
But we just saw it with Denver last year. Like the main key point of why Denver won that championship.
The Nuggets, bro. The Nuggets were not playing super deep into their bench. They went 7 or 8 deep. They went 7 or 8 deep.
P5. So the goal here is P5 is to you obviously if you think the Sixers are in play to make a major move to add someone,
yes.
What is that move? Who's the other team involved?
Like try the Bulls first because I think Zach LaVine is the more realistic option.
Okay, let's see if you can make this work. So who are we trading here?
Zach LaVine. You're getting Zach LaVine.
Okay, so we know that. So that's to the Sixers. Okay, and then who are they giving up?
Philly to match up contracts. They'll have to throw in. Now these are just salary fillers. Throw in Marcus Morris.
Okay.
Throw in Rocco.
Who? Robert Covington?
And who they just got in the trade?
Trade Rocco. Yeah, who they just got. Trade Rocco.
Okay.
And also you might have to throw actually no. I don't know if you have to trade Tobias Harris actually.
No, that's too much money. He's making $39 million.
I know, but like if you take away one of the wings. Actually, yeah. That's fine. Throw in Rocco, throw in Morris. Honestly,
you need more money. You need more money.
Throw in like just throwing all the wings they just got from the Clippers.
This is a horrible trade.
So wait,
hold on.
I mean,
let me get it straight. So you got Nicholas Batum, you got Robert Covington, and you got.
They don't have any wings after that.
So
no shit.
Throw in DeAnthony Melton. Take out Batum.
And remember Kelly Oubre's hurt.
I remember that.
Take out to take the James Harden trade. Why the hell would we do this?
Okay, so
take out Rocco.
Thank you, bro.
Take out Rocco. I mean, I'm just trying to see what's best for the Sixers. I mean, if the Bulls don't want to do it, that's fine.
The 76ers has chemistry and depth.
Hold on, y'all. Let them finish. All
right. So you've got Batum, you got Morris. You still need more money. See if DeAnthony Melton makes it work, and then we're gonna throw in some picks.
Why would you give up Melton?
Okay, so you're giving up. So hold on,
because you're getting Zach LaVine.
Hold on, so you're giving up Melton, Batum, and Morris, all expiring deals.
Does that make up the money?
So you got incoming $36 million. I can try to see. I don't know if the money matches
because you would also have to throw in like maybe 2 or 3 picks.
Okay, so what picks did you want to throw in?
Let me see because I know they have. Okay. I want that 2026 pick. That one right there. Let's see. And then also throw in that 2028 unprotected Clipper pick.
Wow.
Okay.
And I think honestly something like this could get it done, honestly, depending on what Zach LaVine's value is.
All right, let's try it.
See, buddy.
Does the money work?
FL, nigga.
The money, okay. Just throw in another salary filler. Throw in another salary.
It says hold on. It says Morris. It says Morris cannot be traded to a team aggregated
we're not at the
with
deadline
other
yet. We're not at the deadline.
Hold on. No, it's not about the. Let me see. It says okay, but this says this restriction expires after December 30th.
Yeah.
So really, the only thing stopping this trade is
it can't happen yet.
It can't happen yet.
But
it works. It works. It'll work after December.
Because now, please, SB, I understand what you're saying, but like the Bulls are taking on expiring deals. They're gonna have a ton of money opened up, and they can do whatever they want with it. They also have 2 future first-round picks that I think are going to be valuable. I think that's a good package for Zach LaVine.
Philly, though.
How does it not work out for Philly?
It says this trade. It says
Marcus Morris is not at this point. Okay, I mean the numbers. If it wants to say it makes them worse, fine.
Milton, that makes it worse.
I don't think DeAnthony Melton is. I'm not a believer in DeAnthony Melton.
P5, bro. Listen, I'm gonna say this. Nick Nurse is used to working with teams.
They could also get Donovan Mitchell too. I mean, I'm not even gonna get into the Donovan Mitchell stuff though. But I mean, they have the assets to do it. They have the picks.
That's already working. That's what I'm trying to say, P5. Why pick something that's already
because
working?
they're not good enough. They're just not good enough. They're just not good enough,
bro.
because we're 10 games into the season, and I can't sit there and be I can't sit there and be comfortable. I can't sit there. I can't. All right. I can't sit there and be comfortable. I can't sit there and be. I cannot sit there and be comfortable with Tyrese Maxey. I know how good he's been. I know how good he's been. But me personally, I do not trust Tyrese Maxey yet to run a team in the playoffs in a 7-game series. I don't trust it yet, especially against Boston or Milwaukee. I don't trust it. Especially when you can get an upgrade. Especially when you can get an upgrade in Donovan Mitchell.
Didn't Philly beat Boston?
He's not. In a regular season game, we're going off a regular season game.
And he's part of the problem. Yo, let's stop the
We're going off the
7-1
start that Philly just had. I promise you, Philly is not going to finish at the top of the East this year. They're going to be like a 3 or 4 seed.
Trade, bro?
Because it makes you a better team. I think it makes you better. How do you fit in
that system with Joel Embiid?
You could also trade for Pascal Siakam. You could get Donovan Mitchell. They have the salaries and the picks to get this done. They do. They can make their team better.
Yo, look at this trade.
They're trading 2 players that are not going to get a ton of minutes for them.
And they're from Marcus Morris.
What scoring are they losing here? Marcus Morris at this point is a negative. Marcus Morris at this point is a negative. Nicholas Batum is okay, but I don't think he's great. And then you got D'Anthony Melton, who's fine, but Zach LaVine is just better. He's just better.
Trade DeRozan, I see, but not
DeRozan? Oh no! Oh
no! DeRozan, yeah.
No, honestly, no.
DeRozan and Embiid will never work. No, absolutely not. Because Zach LaVine can actually space out the floor.
P5.
Lamont, put DeRozan in that trade. Lamont, put DeRozan in that trade.
No, do not put DeRozan in that trade. It's terrible.
Put DeRozan in that trade, Lamont.
Listen, P5.
No, do not put DeRozan in it.
Do not put DeRozan. That gets you shooting, bro.
P5, this is the problem. This is the problem. Hold on, wait. This is the problem, P5. What you offer him besides them 2 picks is a DeMar DeRozan type trade. That's not enough to get Zach LaVine.
What is Zach LaVine's value at for you? I think DeRozan's is even less. I think DeRozan's value is even less.
Lamont, put the
like honestly, 2 first-round picks is too much for DeRozan. I think 2 first-rounders is too much.
You're just making another Clippers situation where you take up all them depth players and move them to another team.
Please,
you're going to have the same situation as the Clippers.
Do not put DeRozan. DeRozan is not a positive to the Sixers in the playoffs. He's not.
Oh my God, you still never proved why.
I do know that because I've seen DeRozan in the playoffs year after year after
year.
Hold on, we can.
I at least want to see.
Hold on, let's just do this then. Let's just do this then. Let somebody because P5. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. What I'm saying is P5.
Just get Donovan Mitchell. What?
Hold on, P5. What I'm saying is your trade didn't look that great for this. It just looked horrible. It didn't look good. Like as far as the Bulls, you literally just gave the Bulls as much garbage as you can find. There was really no other than cap relief. They really didn't get any good draft picks. The Charlotte Hornets trade actually gave them good draft picks. If they wanted draft picks, they can go to another team. No, listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's better draft picks they can get from other teams. The Charlotte trade shows
for sure, yeah.
So what I'm saying
for the Sixers in particular, though.
I know. So again, the fact that you have to give 3 garbage players and very, very average draft picks tells us if there's better trades out there, they're not going to shop with you. Like you're trying to present the best trade possible. If the Sixers are in the market for Zach LaVine, they gotta outdo the other teams that are shopping for him as well. I don't think that deal's going to outdo other teams.
What other teams do you think?
You also got to understand too.
Here's my problem, Lamar. Here's my problem with this whole thing.
Wait, one mic, y'all. One mic.
This is what I got to understand too, though. When you trading in your same conference, a lot of teams don't like doing it, so you will have to pay a higher price.
I mean, I guess.
So you think they're just gonna trade him to Philly, and you have to still see Zach LaVine? No,
the Bulls are not gonna see Zach LaVine in the playoffs. They're not.
Hey, can I say this, man? Here's my problem with the whole thing.
I mean, the Bulls.
You guys are
let her cook, y'all. Let her cook. Go ahead, huh?
P5. Y'all are putting the team in a situation that's not gonna do anything to help out anybody. The Bulls are not going to help out anybody. If it's not benefiting them, they're not doing the trade. It got to benefit the Bulls. So y'all relying on the Bulls to help out particular teams, that shit is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So y'all might well stop these wish trades. Unless the Bulls winning in the trade, they ain't finna do nothing.
And that's why I said that the DeRozan
Think about how
gonna look
long we've
better.
been talking about trading Zack for like 2 years, and we ain't traded because we didn't get no trade that we liked. The only trade that was close to being done was it was last year with the New York Knicks. They didn't want to give up. We asked for RJ, Quinn Grimes, Obi Toppin, I believe, quickly in like 2 first rounds.
No, that's a lot. That's too much. That's too much.
Only reason why I didn't go through, they didn't want to give up Quinn Grimes. That's literally why.
Hey, Herb, Khalil got a question for you, man.
Nah, cause I just did a show the other day to shut locker room ass up. That's the only reason I did the show. Just to show I can do what I want when I want, nigga. But other than that, I really ain't got it in me. I know that's why I respect work.
You're going in and out, pimp.
So I know I don't have the time to do that. I know I half-ass with it. So that's why I ain't starting the channel.
All right.
I dig it, but that Zach LaVine trade, no, that would be that the trade that he actually bought up will be more for the Rosen trade, and that's the part that he doesn't want to accept. And
why would the Sixers ever trade for DeRozan?
Why would they give up all the pieces for LaVine?
For what you offered, you didn't offer enough for LaVine, pimp. You got.
I'm just saying what Philly. I mean, you want Philly to throw in 3 or 4 first round
picks?
They can do that
more.
But P5,
I can more picks.
But P5, I can go to P5. I can go to any team and create a trade for Zach LaVine.
I'm just saying that's what the Philly. I'm just saying that's what.
I know, but if Philly knows that's all we can offer, then that means they know they're not in the conversation.
Oh, well, that's their base offer. They can offer more picks.
So again, if you're looking to improve Philly's roster, what's the realistic trade out there? Because it doesn't seem like Zach LaVine is very realistic.
Okay. Like I said, Zach LaVine. I think Pascal Siakam's an interesting option to put next to Embiid. It kind of gives you another dynamic. He can play on the perimeter. He can also just get to the rim. Another creator outside of Maxey and Embiid. I think that's a cool dynamic. He's a good defender as well. Tobias Harris would have to be.
Man, just talk about another team, man, because this shit ain't gonna happen. Just talk about another team.
I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Lamont, and I'm not gonna lie to you. And there is not one thing that y'all can tell me otherwise. That if Cleveland continues to struggle, the Sixers getting Donovan Mitchell is worth it and makes them way better. That if they can get Donovan Mitchell, which they can do. Huh?
What are the Sixers giving up?
They're giving up.
I think make them worse. If they
would give up probably like all their picks, probably salary. You might even have to throw in if you really need to. You might have to throw in for a better player. You might have to throw in Maxey.
So you're trading everything for a 1-year player then?
It's not a 1-year guy. He'll still be there next year too.
His contract is expiring. He got player.
No, he has 3 years on his deal.
No. He's not expiring. He's not. No. He's not. It's after next year though.
That'd be a dumbass trade. They trade for Spider. They trade for Spider. That's a dumbass trade.
That's not a stupid trade. Trading for Donovan Mitchell is a good
trade.
How is it stupid? How is it stupid? How is it stupid?
Lamont, do the trade. Lamont, just do the trade.
Okay, so hold on. Let me get these people.
First of all, Philly just needs to stay packed and let Maxey grow into the player that he needs to be.
Hold on.
They need to build a championship team around Embiid.
Hold on. Let's just try to trade. Okay, so P5. Let me give you one last opportunity to try this. So we're sending Donovan Mitchell to the Sixers.
Yeah.
Who are we sending back?
You would have to throw in. I really don't want to, but
so remember, what we trying to make sense of. This is the tips I'm going to give you as you go into this. With Kelly Oubre just getting hurt, that essentially makes Tobias Harris untradeable. So we understand that aspect of it. So,
how long is Oubre hurt?
They said he's out for a significant amount of time.
Yeah, he got hit by a car, Doc.
He got hit by a car, bro.
No. I knew he got hit by a car. He didn't know how long he was out for.
They're going to reevaluate him later this week to get a more accurate time.
I would. It's
you have
probably
nothing to trade for Donovan Mitchell.
You have to throw in more. You have to match salaries at least. You have to throw in.
So you got Morris trade to.
Yeah, you have to throw in. You have to Morris. Okay. Morris, Batum,
Tobias Harris.
And by the way, this isn't like
Harris.
with what Lamont just said.
Oh, you can't. Oh, thank you, buddy.
But I don't think they're the best team that can offer, but they can definitely get it done. Throw in Rowe.
They'll be dumb as hell. They go at the spider. They'll be dumb.
No, let them finish. Let them finish.
I don't know why getting Donovan Mitchell be a terrible move. It's a great move.
Man, go ahead and do the trade, bro. Don't get sidetracked. Finish
also,
the trade.
throw in Rocco. Those are 3 players that are just salary. And then throw in like 4 picks if they have it.
No, you got to tell me what picks. I can't just
the 2026 pick that we were talking about in the last trade. That Clipper
pick
that's unprotected.
76ers. Lamont.
What 2026?
Oh, let him finish, bro. Let him finish.
My bad. I was wrong side.
Nah, he was on the wrong thing.
All right, so 2026.
Throw in that 2026 pick. Throw in the Clipper pick. Throw in the 2026 pick. And also throw in that 2020. Wait, did you throw in the 2026 pick?
Yeah, I already put them in.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And throw in the 2028 first rounder too.
I don't know if you can trade all those, but we'll see.
Let me see. All right, that's Rocco, Morris, Batum, and 3 first.
So essentially,
now the Stepien rule might come into effect here.
So essentially, they're just trading
salary and
Donovan Mitchell for picks.
Basically,
why the hell would they do that?
Yo, if you really have to, me personally, me personally.
Hold on 1 second.
If I were Philly and I didn't,
P5.
The Stepien
P5. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Your trade don't work, bro. Hard cap, biannual exception with Ty Jerome, financial consideration.
With Ty Jerome.
I'm just telling you what it says. You can read through it.
Oh no, I know. I'm just amazed at that.
The hard cap reasons
involved with him.
And financial reasons. And the stipend rule.
The Stepien rule. I know about that.
So you got about 3 different issues you got to resolve there. So really, the Sixers.
The bigger issue. The Cavaliers know they might play this team in the playoffs. Why the hell would I trade them to a team?
Yeah, but the Sixers.
Because the Cavs are
but this has got to be
like. He can't control where he goes. He's under contract.
Hold on.
No. Now here's another thing that you have to look into. The Cavs right now are struggling. D. Mitch has like 2 more years and then a player option.
That's a horrible. Hold on. Let's get to another trade. P5. You didn't put up 2 of the worst trades I've ever seen.
Okay. You
can we talk real? Can we be realistic with trades now?
But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like Cleveland, like Donovan Mitchell getting traded is a possibility. It's a possibility.
Hey, hold on. Can I say this real quick?
Go ahead, Sturdy. Go ahead, Sturdy.
Go up, Sturdy. Bro.
And I know I came in a little late, but Lamont, has there been a successful trade with the trade finder yet?
There was one. There was one that I saw with the Charlotte for Zack LaVine, but nobody's created one that's been successful.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen because it's not going to be successful because the majority of people want to get traded aren't eligible to get traded till December 15th.
Well, for those we're making an exception for.
Okay.
P5 did create one that would have went through if it was after December 30th. P5, you got a click going on in your mic, man.
Yeah,
it's like a weird noise coming out your mic. But so we're making an exception for the trades that just won't go through because we're just not past a certain time frame. But that last trade P5 put up, it was just had all types of issues all around. Like what he's trying to do is he's just trying to throw some trash at other teams and some picks and then just snatch their snarl.
I just think this Philly's in play. They're in play.
Real quick,
no,
I noticed this is something that the whole basketball community been over exaggerating. Y'all gotta listen. It's only been 10 games, bro. Y'all gotta let these teams figure out what exactly do they have.
For sure.
Unless you're a team that has clear roster deficiencies like the Clippers, like the Celtics, those are just the continuing teams, and any other playoff considering teams that is the roster construction is blatant that obvious. I think for any team, we got to get a little more sample size to depict what exactly each team needs. It's only been 10 games. To say that the Cavaliers been underachieving, to say the Bucks been underachieving, to say any team that I want to say is underachieving or overachieving is way too early.
Now let me say this.
Hold on. Let me just lay my plane.
The 70 games don't matter, Sturdy.
Yo,
No,
let
I
me
just want
finish.
to let my plane. I just want to let my plane.
Let me finish.
Hold on. Let me go after
Just want to
Sturdy's
let my
done.
plane.
Let me go when Sturdy's done.
No, you need to chill for a while, P5. Go ahead.
No, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
facts.
no.
Facts, bro.
Look
You
at
need to
this up.
stop, bro.
Look at this up.
You need to take
I'm just,
water
let me
break,
lay my plane. Let me lay my plane. Let me ask you about a question.
Go
All right.
ahead, Sturdy.
To lay my plane, like I said, it's going to take time for most of these teams to figure out exactly what they need, unless
sure.
it's an obvious roster flaw. Like for example, my question to you, Lamont, that it's a clear that there's a roster flaw with the Clippers after the James Harden trade. The Clippers, instead of improving their role players the last few seasons, they rather improve their star players. So my question to you, Lamont, is there any realistic trades that Clippers can do later this season that can improve, in particular, their front court depth? Because Zubac is going to be a problem. And the PJ Tuck, their front court depth in general is going to be a huge problem. Outside of Zubac and Plumlee, they have no size to contest with the power forwards and the centers in the West. So my question to you, Lamont, is there any realistic trade that Clippers can do to improve that problem?
Let me look at their roster. I'm looking at their roster real quick. So,
Sturdy, I can tell you who they can go
so
after.
if we're looking at their roster, they got the untouchables. So you got 4 untouchables on this roster, which is going to be Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook. Those are, to me, and Terrence Mann is. They've also labeled Terrence Mann as untouchable as well.
Yes, they did.
So then that leaves us with guys that you can trade. I don't think PJ Tucker will get moved. But he can get traded. You have Zubac. You got Plumlee who can get traded. Who?
How much
Zubac's making 10.9
on 2 years.
How much
2 years remaining?
Because the way I think Lamont did, outside of the untouchables, the 3 biggest assets.
Yeah, but Sturdy, what are you trying to? So when you look at this team, like what are you trying to add to the team that you think they're missing?
They need to improve. They need to improve their starting center and their backup power forward.
Okay, so if you're trying to improve your starting center, that means you're looking for a starting quality center that's out there in free agency. What team has, let's say, a disgruntled or a tradable starting quality center that you can go get?
This is just a question. Do you think
Miles Turner's out there? Miles Turner's out there.
Do you think between Miles Turner and do you think between Miles Turner and Valanciunas on the Bulls, do you think that
can still get traded though?
So hold on. So which one are you choosing? So, like, we got to go with one. Like, I want to try to
by the deadline, he'll be.
We gotta act as if we're GMs, and then we have to say, okay, who's our number one option? Let's say Miles Turner's our number one option, and Valanciunas is our number 2 option. So if we go with Miles Turner, let's say, okay, we want to get Miles Turner. Miles Turner's is making $20.9 million. Let's say if we trade him to the Clippers, he has 2 years left on his deal. Because we're over the cap, we got to match $20 million in salary. So who are we giving up to make this trade work? And then we also have to. This is under the presumption that the Pacers are essentially trying to tank, because trading Miles Turner is basically you saying you're not trying to win.
No, I'm trying to. No, that's why I said Valanciunas from the Bulls. How much he makes?
That's not Valanciunas not on the Bulls. That's Vucevic.
My bad.
No, Sturdy. What the Clippers need to go after, who is on the Bulls, is Andre Drummond. He's disgruntled. He's not be getting no minutes, and his contract's not high.
I just said that too.
Go get Drummond.
As a backup, yes, but I'm saying if you're the Clippers,
Sturdy said a starting quality center. So we can only right now consider starting quality centers.
But
so Jonas Valanciunas.
Hold on, wait. The assets that the Clippers have.
How much is Vucevic making a year? No, I'm asking how much is Vucevic making a year? I don't know.
18.5.
That's very movable.
Lamar King chart Jonas Valanciunas.
The Clippers don't
prioritize. The reason why I say I would prioritize him over Miles Turner, because one, I don't think, especially the way the Pacers are playing, I don't think Miles Turner will be traded later this year. And I know for a fact.
Oh, okay. So you want to try to make the trade work, Sturdy? You want to try to make the trade work with Vucevic?
Yeah, let me try.
We on the screen. We on the screen. So you trading Vucevic?
I got one question for Sturdy.
Hold on. Let's try to get through this trade real quick. Yeah, I want to see how the trade ends up. So we're sending Vucevic to the Clippers. Who are we giving up for?
Throwing Zubac.
All right, hold on. You said throw in Zubac. So the Bulls, you believe the Bulls are willing to take back Zubac? Let's trade him to the Bulls. All right. What else we got? So that means you're about $8 million off. So we gotta probably get more in salary from the Clippers to the Bulls.
Did the last question? Did the price of the picks? Did the value of the picks change with the new CBA?
Oh my gosh, 30.
Not sure.
Killing me, man.
That has nothing to do with the salary, though, my G.
No, it does when you're involved in trades. Picks have certain values to them. All right, so get rid
During
of
the offseason, yes.
Hold on, let's 30 do the trade, y'all. Let's
30
do the trade. Let them do the trade.
These contracts are ass, man.
You should have started with Norman Powell, I think, but
yeah, no, they got these contracts are ass.
30 Jonas Valanciunas was much cheaper at $14 million.
You gotta get rid of that Powell contract.
But the problem with Powell is that'll be straight up. You would have to do that
straight up.
And you would probably have to add picks with it.
Yeah,
they don't have any picks.
Scratch. Yeah, take off Zubac. Put
Jonas
Norman
Valanciunis is much cheaper.
Honestly, Andre Drummond might be their best.
Hold on. This is 30 trades, y'all. It shouldn't be 1,000 people talking anyway. Hold on. So you can send in Norman Powell over. Right. So remember, they're already loaded with shooting guards. So it's not going to hurt you to give him up. He's already been playing bad too. So you're giving up Norman Powell, but again, I don't know if they do Norman Powell heads up. And he has 3 years remaining on his deal.
What picks the Clippers got? I don't know how much.
It's right here on the screen.
They have nothing.
Nothing. God damn, no, no first rounders to
you got a 2030 first round pick.
Jesus Christ. Like, come on.
Damn.
Bro, I know you ain't talking, bro. Stop.
You know what? Damn. I'm not going. All right, Lamont, you have to come back to me, bro.
That's why I told y'all. So the realistic trade is. Bro. Oh no, wait. The realistic trade is Andre Drummond. I'm trying to tell y'all because his contract.
Yeah, but for your trade, hold on, for SB, for your trade, it'll be Drummond. For Sturdy's trade, he said a starting quality center. So
I think for the Clippers, he can start.
Yeah, he's not going to start.
You tweaking.
What you said the Clippers? Wait. What was the Clippers? This is my question. What do you say the Clippers' problem was that big man again?
The problem, their main problem with Zubac is the fact that he's not mobile enough, and he can't contest or defend any elite power forward or big in the conference. That's the main problem.
That sounds like Andre Drummond can do that.
Hell no, SB. Stop doing bullshit for that shit. Listen, bro. Andre Drummond gonna get cooked just much, if not more than Zubac defensively, bro. That's not what they need. Even though Drummond can help with their rebounding, that's not the number one priority with the Clippers right now.
You said power forward, but you said power forward is what they're lacking. But you just doing the trade for a center. You're talking over both sides of your mouth.
I said, listen. I'm gonna say it slowly, but mentally and heavy.
Do you think they could go get Jeremy Grant from the Blazers? Sturdy?
How much you make? 27?
No, they can't.
No.
They can't. It's way too much money.
I don't know how much you make.
I don't think they have the picks.
Like 30 million almost, I think. Right?
Is
it not 30 plus mil?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't do it. They can't do it.
If it was 27, that's workable. But if it's 30, that's bad. Nah, they can't get up.
So we're thinking about time for it. So none of these trades work. So basically, that's why I say that the Clippers are kind of screwed because any player that they want, a lot of those teams are looking for draft picks, and the one thing Clippers don't have is
draft picks. They have no picks, no young players. Like
they got young players, but they ain't got no picks.
No valuable.
They gotta
young
wait
players.
for the buyout
that. No valuable young players because
there's
different value to it.
Who's that? Who said they got one?
That's me. All right, Avion. That's me.
All right, what we got? What you got, man?
We got the Clippers and Pelicans. We're going to trade Jonas Valanciunas.
Hold on 1 second. Let me pull up the teams real quick here.
Oh, I would love to see this.
Clippers and Pelicans. You need starting?
Hold on. You said Clippers?
Clippers and Pelicans.
All right, what are we doing here? Who's the key pieces?
So we trained Zubac.
No, hold on. First of all, you got to tell me why we doing this trade. What's your goal for the Clippers and what's your goal for the Pelicans?
Like who's selling in this situation?
So I'm basically filling in because 30 said that the Clippers need a starting quality center, right?
Yeah.
So for this situation, I'm basically trading Zubac for Valanciunas.
JV.
JV, and I'm including on the Clippers side, along with Zubac, Kobe Brown, and Boston Jr.
Okay, and Brandon Boston.
Boston Jr. Yeah.
All right.
They're never gonna get minutes.
No picks on either side or anything.
No.
All right.
This is not.
It's just player for player, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we got here. The trade does work. You got a little bit of success. So you got Valanciunas for Zubac. And so basically the Pelicans are getting out of this. Basically, they're just getting the two young players because I don't believe they
wouldn't value Zubac. They wouldn't value him.
The value would be in two young players.
Yeah. So it's just how highly do you think of Kobe Brown and Brandon Boston?
Yeah, that'll be it right there.
And are you willing to take on the 11 mil?
And Valanciunas is an easy 18 and
11 mil. And 11 mil is not that much, people.
I know, but it works. Are you willing to take that? That's just the question for the Clippers.
Yeah, but but I don't even know if this solved. Like somebody said, I don't know if this solves their problem because their problem is they don't have any depth at the power forward spot. They got two centers.
Exactly.
They got two centers. They have PJ Tucker, who's 38 years old, I think, and he's the only
undersized power forward.
I'm just
fixing sturdy trade. Valanciunas helps out with their rebounding. That's pretty much it. They can still have the same defensive problems. They can still have the same depth problems.
I mean, it's
definitely it's an improvement from Zubac.
Yeah, it's an upgrade for sure.
Yeah, I mean, study. I was just trying to.
But the Pelicans wouldn't do that to themselves.
Quality center, right? So that's why
I just don't know if the Pelicans would do it, but it depends on how.
Honestly, Lamar, keep that. That solves the Zubac problem. Because in my opinion, you can flip Norman Powell's contract to get better depth, especially at that forward spot.
I don't think the Pelicans would do that to themselves, though. You're asking the Pelicans to take a hit.
No, this is Jonas last year. This is an expiring contract. That's what I'm saying. You're not going to re-up Jonas after this year, are you?
Pascal would have to do a 3-team trade.
After this year?
Yes.
You got Brandon Ingram and John. You got and other players you got to resign.
JV,
you're not going to do that.
Bruh, I'm a Laker fan, but I stay in New Orleans. They are not talking about getting rid of JV at all.
But
that's like Memphis getting rid of Adams right now. Not going to happen.
And Adams is not working in our offense.
Adams on the block. Adams on the block.
Adams is not on the block.
No. I said he was on the block before he got hurt. Before he got a season injury, he was on the block. It was considered.
And Jonas is not going to take no cheap deal, bro. He's not.
They are not. I'm speaking as far as the Pelicans, and I know it's funny because I'm a Laker fan. The Pelicans are not talking about getting rid of JV. Because even when teams called for him this offseason, they did not answer. Nobody called. David did not talk to nobody.
I understand that, but his contract is expiring. So are you going to give him a new max contract with all those 4 young players that's coming up?
He didn't earn a max contract.
JV's not going to ask for a max contract.
But he's going to ask for at least $100 million, bro. He's not.
No, he's not.
Is he?
Yes,
bro. You are high, dog. You can't be watching basketball then.
A player that scored averaging 18 and 10 is not going to ask for $100 million. He's
not going to ask for $100 million.
I don't think it'd be $100.
Yo, you out of your mind,
bro. You are high.
No, I mean, I can easily see like a 3-year. I mean, I see what you're saying, but I can see like a 3-year 60.
No, I'm trying to ask you a question, bro. What is Valanciunas' full contract?
His contract was like, I don't know. He signed like a 3-year deal with them a few years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Because if that 3-year contract was anywhere near $80 million, he's going to go.
No, it was like 60. No, it was like 60.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
It was definitely over 50 mil, but it wasn't anywhere near 100. It wasn't anywhere near it.
Okay. It wasn't near 100 at all.
Like it was a decently sized contract. Like he was.
No, it was 40
years,
million. It was. He signed a 2-year extension.
Yeah, it was
for $30 million. So that's what he did. 2-year extension for $30 million.
I don't think it's going to get anywhere over 55 or 60 for JV.
Yeah. He's getting more.
Saying 100 mil.
100 mil is ridiculous.
Mil.
That is ridiculous. That's like what Jalen Brunson. That's like what Jalen Brunson is making right now. Like you're not paying JV. You're not paying JV Jalen Brunson money. You're just not doing it.
All right, hold on. Anybody else got any trades? Because I haven't really seen one trade that significantly improves any team and just says, "Damn, this."
I can try to,
and it addresses problems for both teams. Hold on, we got locker room. He says breaking news: NBA teams are probing availability of Zach LaVine.
That's the story why Zach is going crazy right now.
As there's increased openness from both sides. Yes, I know that Zach, and that's the problem. Locker room. The problem is that when the Bulls make it public, they're putting Zach LaVine on the market. Now every team that needs a shooting guard is putting out offers, and so the Lakers, unfortunately enough for them, they're not gonna have to compete against Zach LaVine's value. They're going to be competing against the other offers that other teams are putting out.
Exactly.
Go ahead. Hey, Lamont, I got one for Zach. Go ahead.
Hold on, you got one for Zach?
Yep.
I want to try one for Pascal after that.
I thought Zach was going with.
No, I mean it's possible you might be traded, so it is what it is. All right, it's between the Bulls and the Knicks. I'm gonna keep it simple. I ain't going 2-3 change.
Oh, you said the Bulls and the Knicks?
The Bulls and the Knicks. Yep.
Hey, Lamont, let me try Pascal after this. And it won't be the Sixers, I promise.
That's the one I want to do, man. The Pascal one. Man.
All right. So you got. So first of all, I know you're gonna throw. What you trying to accomplish with this trade for both teams? What is it gonna do?
The Bulls getting future capital and young assets that can help the team in the future. Then obviously the Knicks get their starting guard, another star in the apple.
Teamer though.
All right, let's see it makes. So Zach LaVine, I'm assuming going to the Knicks.
Yep. Okay. And then you get RJ Barrett.
Okay, so RJ Barrett.
Y'all finally getting rid of RJ?
RJ Barrett's going to the Bulls. Okay.
I think he's been fine this year.
Evan Fournier because of the money.
Okay.
And then Quentin Grimes.
Ooh, they've been holding on to Quentin Grimes. They like him.
Yeah, they supposed to be traded last year.
I don't.
Hold on, we throwing in any draft picks?
Yes. I like then you go to the draft picks. You take their 2024 pick.
The Knicks or the Bulls?
Go to it again.
Is it the Knicks picks?
No, the Bulls. The Knicks picks. The Knicks picks.
Okay, the Knicks picks. Knicks
are.
Yeah,
the Bulls won't be giving up picks.
Oh, hold on. My bad. So the Knicks are giving up what pick?
We're gonna go and get their 2024 pick. Because
Which
they
one?
got picked.
Which one?
Their pick because their pick is protected from Washington and the pick is protected from Dallas. We know that.
All right.
Here we go because you can't trade picks back to back. You take their 2026 pick because you can't take years.
Yep.
And then you take a pick from 2028. I mean 2029, I believe. 2020, whatever.
Yeah, 3 first round.
Hold on.
3 players and 3 firms.
Hold on. Let him do his deal, y'all. Let him do his deal. What year? What year are we talking about?
28. Yep. 28 first.
First or second?
First. And that's the trade.
That's a lot. All
right, let's see if it works, y'all. We're gonna try to trade, and the trade works, man. 3 first-round picks: RJ Barrett, Evan Fournier, and Quentin Grimes for Zach LaVine. Boy, that's a haul right there.
Fournier's just money, and it
because look, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why they're gonna take all the trades because the Knicks gonna figure that since we got Zach LaVine, we still gonna be good for the next couple of years. So they're not valuing that first year. They're not valuing the first 2 years pick because they think we get Zach LaVine on a 4-year contract, we gonna still be.
But it will give the Knicks that strong core of 3 players where you got Randall,
and then they already been complaining about RJ not fitting, and then they let RJ go free. Evan Fournier, he not even really been in the rotation, and they mad about his contract. And then Quentin Grimes is a player that you just have to add. I know you don't want to get rid of him, but we need some type of valuable asset back. Yeah, it works well for both sides. It needs to get their core. The Bulls get draft capital, and they get young players in return.
Yeah, it works.
It's not SB do got the best trade of the day so far. Any hit it on the money. It worked the first try.
I just don't see Knicks giving like that many first rounders. They probably give 2.
The crazy part about it, they was going to give it that much. They just didn't. The trade blew apart because they didn't want to give up Quentin Grimes.
And for the people,
that's what I'm saying. They high on Quentin Grimes. So like, if I'm high on Quentin Grimes, I'm not going to give you 3 1s and Quentin Grimes.
Yeah, that's what I say too. If Quentin Grimes is a lot of teams have really been knocking on their door.
They really trying to.
And so I'm giving up maybe 1 first-round draft pick with this. If I'm giving you Quentin Grimes, but I'm not giving you 3. That'd be the only thing I would change in this trade.
The reason why I'm asking for 3 because look, we got this Fournier kid on his contract. You paying him. I'm doing you a solid by taking this contract off your hands. So you got to do me a solid. Throw that extra pick on top, make it 3. Y'all gonna look, bro. Y'all gonna be winning. Y'all gonna be winning. No, wait, this how we gonna talk at the table, bro. We gotta think about this, bro. Look, y'all got Zack, y'all got Brunson, y'all got Randall. Y'all just made the playoffs in the second round. You think y'all picks gonna really be that valuable the next 2 years?
But the Knicks do have a lot of picks, so trading them three is not going to kill them.
They got
it's not.
Picks ain't gonna hurt them. They
All right, SB, meet us in the middle. 2 picks and same 3 players.
Throw quickly in there then with 2 picks.
Man,
Quickly won't be a part of that trade. Come on, man. You high.
Yeah.
Hey,
No, the crazy part about it is quickly might actually be a part of the trade because this contract up this year. You think they're going to
try
pay?
Pascal?
No, they're going to sign him.
I think they're going to re-sign him.
Hold on. Let me get DJ Gemini. You said you had a trade for us, right?
No.
Who said they had a Pascal trade? It was somebody other than P5.
It was P5.
Yeah, it's P5.
And it's not to Philly.
It was me.
It's not to Philly.
Who is that?
Pascal.
H from the UK.
H from the UK. Salute, man. Let me let H from the UK get his in because I know P5. You've given us
terrible trades.
He gave 2. He gave 2.
I just had to understand the rules a little bit more about the trades.
All right, so P5. So H from the UK. H from the UK. What you got for us? I know you wanna put the Raptors in this because you want to do the pat. Who's the other team you got involved?
Clippers.
Oh God!
Clippers. Wow.
Jesus Christ!
This is gonna be interesting now.
Hey, let's see what we can do.
Okay, so let's go to the Clippers.
Have a big 5.
Now, before you tell us the trade, what's the agenda? What you trying to accomplish with both teams?
It's terrible.
Okay, so the Raptors is an international team. They don't sell a lot of tickets. They need someone to basically go in there, sell tickets, and then basically having a cash dump. So this person will come in, they take up a lot of salary, they bring in a lot of fans, and then they can dump that said player, and then they can free up their cap space. It also allows everyone to go back to the natural position. OG and Anunoby can go back to the 3, and who else? What's his name?
To the 4.
Yeah. Scotty Barnes can go to the 4. Schroeder can still stay at the 1, and said player can go at the 2.
All right, let's hear your trade then. Let's hear it.
James Harden for Siakam and picks.
Oh my God, Messiah.
No.
Hold on, y'all. Let me get the trade. So hold on.
God.
So James Harden and for Siakam.
And picks.
And what picks? What picks are? Who's giving up the picks? I'm assuming the Raptors. Who's giving up the picks?
The Clippers are giving up the picks. They're the ones who are initiating the trade. They want James Harden off the team. It won't be
now these are the
wrong side. SB,
no, I'm
on
not.
the wrong side.
No, I'm not. This is the Clippers picks.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So what picks? What Clipper picks are you trading?
It probably would be a second rounder. It'd probably be the Indiana one, and then the 2030 one.
So hold on, trade this one, and then which 2030 pick? The first or the second round?
Second round.
What?
All right, hold on. This is his trade.
Let's see.
All right, so far we got James Harden for Pascal Siakam, and the Clippers also giving up 2 second-round picks as well. So let's try it. I don't think it's gonna. Oh, it's success.
I mean, it goes through, but I mean,
so we got success with this trade. Hey, it works, and he explained
Dennis
it.
Schroeder is balling out though. Why would you trade for James Harden?
The biggest question
this is a terrible return for Pascal Siakam.
If you're remember UK, this is the Raptors' second time trading for a guy on a expiring contract with a 1 year left. So the real question is, I can't just trade Pascal. I need to be. How much value do you think and trust do you think the Raptors have in regards to keeping James Harden? Because if I trade Pascal and James Harden walks, that's an L.
That's the whole point. Pascal, I don't think they want to give them to Pascal. Pascal, for his production, he's going to ask for a lot of money for his production. He doesn't give enough for what they're going to ask. So they trade him to a team and gets in the picks. Then they get James Harden. They don't want to keep James Harden. They just let him go for a cash dump and then everyone else can go back to the normal positions. They got picks, and then they can rebuild from there.
But H from the UK,
But that
if that's,
doesn't
if
work
that's
for our
true,
offense.
if that is true, H
They
from
have
the
2
UK.
second-round picks.
If that is true, H from the UK, the problem is you're essentially just basically giving away Siakam for free.
For nothing. For nothing at all.
This is a terrible trade. I'm not gonna lie. It's
Yo,
worse than
bro, you fired, bro. You fired, man.
This is a bad return for Pascal.
No,
Pascal,
if this is
Pascal's a
Houston,
top
James
25 player.
Harden, yeah, I'll pull it.
Essentially,
No, it's not.
you just said we're going to trade a top 25 player for 2 second rounders.
Top 30, but I can get with you on that.
Pascal's a top. Have you seen what Pascal's doing this season?
Have you?
Yeah, he's actually doing pretty well. Yeah, he actually.
I mean, not to start the year, but he's been good as of late. He's been good.
Yeah,
as of late.
Y'all asked him to play
around.
harder on defense, and y'all took some of his shots from him on the offensive side. I've actually been
That's
watching.
why we need to trade him. I've also watched the Raptors, but I want to make a Pascal trade, and hopefully
Scotty Barnes actually been taking more of the shots.
because he's developing.
Yeah, he's averaging 24. Yeah.
And Pascal gets
So why do
very
you
good
think-
development. So I mean,
Exactly. That's why they want to shift them.
I know that's why I think
That's
we
why
can
they
trade
want-
Pascal, but not for James Harden.
Hold on, George. Even if the computer says success, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a good trade.
It's not a good chemistry trade at all.
I mean, I get what he's saying with the trade, but ultimately, if you do this trade, if you don't have a future plan for James Harden, like you're giving away Pascal for Siakam for nothing.
So you
feels like giving
Paul George, got Paul George, Kawhi, and Pascal in the same.
Because having cap, like if you're trying to create
you-
cap space, that's one thing. But if you're going to trade for James Harden, you better be like, James, we're signing you long term to a max deal. We want you to lead us the next 3-4 years or something.
Why do you need to do that?
Defensive line.
Because if otherwise you could just keep your two picks. Otherwise, the Raptors could just keep their 2 picks and just let Siakam walk.
The Raptors are not giving up 2 picks. It's the Clippers who are giving up 2 picks.
I know, but you're not
but
giving them any picks of significant value for them to be like, yeah, let's go get these second round picks.
And then,
what if we give?
You can think of it and think of it from disrespectful too. When you trade Siakam to the Clippers, that's a lot of redundancies on that team. So essentially, and he's an expired contract too. So essentially, if you're the Clippers aspect, you're taking a risk of like, okay, we trade for Pascal. Say if he walks this offseason, now we lost more of our trades.
Now, H, you are on to something with this trade. I think this trade works, but you would need to put in a third team. You would need to put in a third team that can absorb James Harden and actually better use him.
And give more value to Toronto.
And then another team that could also send more quality picks to the Raptors.
Now, if you would have said Miles Turner, that would help them.
So a third team would make this trade perfect, actually. I'm not going to lie. Like but you just need a third team to give the Raptors better compensation. Similar to how the Suns deal happened when they used the Suns as the third team for the Dame trade to give the Blazers better compensation. So the Blazers ended up getting Drew Holiday and Ayton. And so out of that deal and picks.
I feel you.
The start to this to be good.
That's what the Lakers need if they wanted to get Zack. They got to have a third team so the Bulls can get more compensation back.
True.
It's because Pascal's making so much.
Hey, Lamar, I got a DeMar DeRozan trade too.
They ain't got the picks.
Oh, I still want to trade. I still want to try my Pascal trade, or at least see if the salaries would even match up.
Oh man, come on! Didn't we just take you off for today, bro?
I got DeMar trade after his trade, man. I got DeMar DeRozan trade.
No,
go with Pascal. I mean, Pete Austin.
You said what?
Trade Pascal for Siakam.
Who's the team that you're trading Pascal to, and for what?
I want to see what the Hawks contracts look like. Let me see what the Hawks contracts look like, and then I want to try and see what Miami's looking like.
And error up here.
He just trying. Okay, let me.
No. Because I just want to see if the salaries would even match up.
SDV judge your trade, brother.
Okay, hold on. So what team are you working with?
The Raptors and the Hawks.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the primary player? You're the GM of what team?
Oh, I'm the Raptors.
Okay, and you're trying to get off what player?
Pascal.
I'm a diehard Raptors fan, and I want to cry right now.
So again, now what's your goal when you're trying to get off Pascal Siakam? What's your goal? What are you trying to bring back in?
I'm trying to bring back draft capital and young players. That's what I'm trying to bring back.
You're trying to bring back draft capital and young players. Okay.
And of
so
course,
now we have to figure out what teams have draft capital and what teams have young players.
That's why I want to check the Hawks. I want to try and check the Hawks.
All right, let's go see what the Hawks got. But you're supposed to come into these trades knowing what you got, bro.
No, I had a couple of teams in mind. Okay. What do we got here? Clint Capella, DeAndre. Bogdan's on a 4-year deal. DeJounte's contract kicks in.
All right, anybody got a trade that they got ready to fire off right now?
Let me think about it. I'll
actually come back to it. Go with SB trade.
I'll come back to it.
All right, let me hear from SB. SB, who what you got?
I got two trades, actually, and I just made this one up quick. But the first one I had was a 2 DeMar DeRozan trade. One got to do with the Bulls and the Nets.
All right, let's hear the first one. Let's just start with the first one.
Another Bulls trade. Shock.
I mean, that's the team that's in the market for trades right now. That's everybody.
No.
So you got Bulls and the Nets, right?
You trade DeMar DeRozan.
All right, so you sending DeMar DeRozan there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. For Dorian Finney-Smith and Royce O'Neal.
It would have to be a
So for Dorian Finney-Smith
and Royce O'Neal.
I
think they'd just say this and go, but I was trying to be spicy. I added a first in there for years and years, and I was being spicy. I added.
You said you added a first?
Yeah, but I know they wouldn't add. I'll just be spicy.
The first from who?
What? From the Nets. I was being spicy, but I know
which first round pick you talking about adding?
I did 2028.
Okay, that's better.
Okay, yeah, okay, I like that better.
Okay, let's go. Let's see if it works. I feel like it might work. All right, so it does work. So DeMar DeRozan goes to the Nets. This does address some scoring issues that they got on the perimeter. For the Bulls, I don't know what questions it really answers. I don't think it does.
It helps Patrick Williams go to his natural position at the 3. Dorian Finney-Smith, we needed more defense. We add the defense and then add the pick the capital. Okay. And then the other one I didn't get a chance to add a pick on it, but it was DeMar DeRozan to the Hawks for DeAndre Hunter, Patty Mills, and Sadiq Bey.
Okay, that sounds like a good trade.
That's a better trade.
Let's see how
a good trade.
If that works.
What trade?
It's the Bulls and the Hawks. DeMar DeRozan for DeAndre Hunter, Patty Mills, and Sadiq Bey. And we're probably gonna let Patty Mills walk. We probably just buy him out and then he go to free agency. But DeAndre Hunter for sure.
Patty Mills and Sadiq Bey.
Sadiq Bey and DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter.
Oh, and Hunter as well. I don't know if they're giving up Hunter.
They might.
I
don't know. Yeah.
No draft picks.
I didn't get a chance to add no draft pick to it. Yeah, but I think, like you said, for DeAndre Hunter, they might not want no picks, so you got to give it up.
The trade works. So you got 3 picks. You're giving up 3 players. And you're sending the Bulls 2 young players, which I think they would like.
Yep.
I think the Bulls would love Andre Hunter. The Hawks get DeRozan. I just don't know how that dynamic works with Murray and Trae Young and DeRozan.
It helps Bulls with shooting.
They need help. The Hawks need help in half-court scoring. There you go, DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, they do. But is DeMar the guy for that?
Yes, that's all he do. That's all he
in the regular season. Yeah, I mean, in the regular season,
they need a guy they can go to when Trae start jacking up all them bad threes.
In the regular season,
I guess.
We went through a few of these trades. I wish I could get through a few more, but I actually got to head out here pretty soon. We got a game tonight.
Hey man, everybody look. I'll do an open panel live tonight. I'll give me like 3 hours. I'll go live.
Yeah, I mean, y'all can continue this, but look, that all I was doing really today is just showing y'all the difficulty of pulling off some of these moves, man. It's not as easy as it sounds when people get to really asking these questions.
But Lamont, also
SB, you traded for the Bulls, bro. Like, it's not that hard to get rid of niggas.
I mean, I'm looking from my team perspective now, brother. You know what I'm saying? I can look at your team anytime. You know, I can do my research. So you got to do your research purposes only. I did my research, then came up with all that analysis, man.
I will say this about SB's DeRozan trades. They do help out the Bulls. I don't know how much they help out the other team, but they certainly help out the Bulls.
I mean, it does help out the Hawks to a certain degree.
In the regular season, yeah. I mean, you never know how it works. I mean, it definitely gives them a strong starting 5. Like offensively, they starting 5 would be stout. I'm not gonna lie. Like that'd be a backcourt that'd be a nightmare to defend.
especially if Trae Young was willing to pass the ball.
But if the Bulls can actually pull off these DeRozan trades that SB just named, I think they would certainly take that. Like they would.
Yeah, but I think DeRozan is the easier player to trade because with the 1 year left on his deal.
Oh yeah, for sure. And he's not making as much money either.
Yeah. And so, and because he has that 1 year left on the deal, the Bulls can, as opposed to adding a draft pick with it, just the fact that he's an expiring contract is the value.
Yeah.
But for this Hawks trade, I just don't know if they come off of DeAndre Hunter. I don't know if they do that one though. That'll be a tough one to sell me on.
Yeah,
it's almost like if the Hawks are to trade for like a big time salary and they want to keep Hunter, it's gonna have to be a 3-team trade. That's why I kind of stopped myself with the Pascal thing.
I mean, you can do 3-team trades on here, and we can probably work on that the next time I go live. But you can do 3-team trades. So if you guys,
I would have to put some thought into it.
Yeah, you did 3-team trades get real tricky when you got to really start really figuring that out.
How it benefits all parties included.
Yeah, I wasn't going that far.
Yeah. So SB, say hypothetically, right? The Bulls do the smart thing, clean house this season. They trade DeMar, they trade Zack, they trade Caruso, they trade the center, Vucevic, right? What's the minimum? What's the amount of draft capital that you expect back if they do clean house?
If all three of them gone, I want our draft capital to look like how at least close to what the Thunder look like. I'm saying this maybe because I know the Thunder gave up better players when it comes to quality, but around that range of draft capital. So if we had, I'm just saying for example, I don't know exactly on top of it. Say if we had like 10 picks coming into the next 4 years, I want us at least get that up to like 16.
I could see
Don't you think for the Blazers will be a better estimation?
I'll probably end up with 12. I would say 16 is a lot.
Yeah, I'll try to push for it if it's good.
Bro, it took OKC. Remember, when OKC to get those draft picks, they also had some of the most expensive contract with Russell Westbrook and Chris Paul. So that helped them. Like that helped them a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, Muhammad, we can do Warriors trades when I go live. I'm gonna be going live tomorrow as well.
Not trading nobody.
I don't know if the Warriors. I think the Warriors are looking for a center. But again, I just don't know who's out there that's attainable for them. But we'll just have to kind of see what they can do with the players they got. But yeah, look, I gotta shut this one down. Salute H from the UK, man. Appreciate you getting back up here, man.
Man, say less, man.
Avion, man, SB.
Oh yeah. Who's on the debates, man? Before you get off, who debates, man? Who's up for a debate one day?
You say you want to get in the debates?
Yeah, man. Call it anyone else. Young Africa, SB.
Oh,
what's that other one? What's he called? Matt Cheese.
Hold on. Sturdy hasn't had a debate in a minute. Sturdy been looking for somebody, man. Sturdy, you trying to get some?
All right.
I'm gonna say
at this point, Lamar, I'll take anybody. Niggas ducking too much. I'll take anybody.
Sturdy,
hold on. That's what we do.
I'll take. Matter of fact, Lamar, I'll do you a favor. I'll take new dude and I'll cook SB same day. You've been
ducking me, so we got.
You want to do? Hold on. Are y'all free tomorrow?
Who? Yeah, man.
Around what time?
Around the same time.
Around the same time.
I'm definitely free.
About that. I'll be available after 4:30 Eastern tomorrow.
All right, hold on. We'll just probably do. We'll set a day. I think tomorrow I'll use the live to get the topic set, but we could do a double header.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, H from the UK. The best way to get the topics figured out is just to reach out to me when we're not on stream. Just either
IG.
Yeah, IG. Hit me up on IG.
Yeah, I'm not on Instagram still. Just on YouTube, bro. I just said it in the comment, innit? I just send it in a YouTube comment. Like, these are the topics.
Yeah, just put it. Yeah, put it in the comments. Yeah, put it in
one way, or you can do it in a way like, because I know SB. SB he don't want to channel his inner Luka hate, right? So with this debate, I know we can get that going. So SB,
hold on, Sturdy. We don't have time for questions. I gotta get going.
I'm going.
I gotta get going. Y'all. I wish I did.
Less than a minute, man.
I wish I did, y'all. If I had time, I would spare it, but I just don't, man. I'm already running about 10 minutes behind schedule. So.
All right, say less. Take care, man.
Who y'all play tonight?
Actually, it's not. I don't look at it as significant competition, but tonight they got us scheduled going up against our own second team, so we're playing our second team tonight.
Better blow them niggas out. Pause.
So right now we're 7-0. We just beat Park University last week. We blew them out, which everybody thought it was going to be a good game. It wasn't. It was a blowout. And then the week before that, we beat a university called Sagu. It's an American Indian college. So we beat them by I think 60. So.
And what university you coach for?
I'm at GCU.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So yeah,
Do y'all move up guys in the second team? Like say tonight's game, like say y'all beat the second team, but there's a guy that stands out. Have you ever
we do, but I've already done like my evaluations for the most part. So I mean, a lot of the guys on the second team, the problem that I've run into is they're good enough. There's a few guys that are good enough. I just don't know if some of those guys can move up to the first team and then adjust to a new role. So some of those guys second team dominating because they have a volume of minutes, but can they come up to the first team and still be effective? And let's say, as opposed to 30 minutes, you're now getting about 8 to 10 minutes of action just because the talent depth is different. And so some of them guys are just on the second team because they just don't have the mental to deal with sitting on the bench and taking on a different role. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Lamont, we gotta get more of those things because I wish you didn't have to go. I would have asked you as a coach, what are you looking for when he's evaluating players in different systems? But you got to go.
No, bro, we can definitely do that on the next string. I love talking. That's down my lane.
I keep telling you, Lamont, when you get in that coaching bag, you dangerous, bro. Like you get yourself a LeBron.
Hey, and that's the problem. Our last topic that I selected with Damo, they fell for the trick bag. That's gonna fall right into my lane, man.
Hey, Lamont, listen, man. We already know your capability, but sometimes you get in your own way. I just put it like that. So that's all I'm gonna say.
We'll see. We'll see, man. But look, let me shut this one down. Salute, Sturdy, man. Salute to everybody that pulled up today, man. FYF Sports, man. Another great podcast episode. Appreciate you guys pulling up. I saw a lot of new faces in the chat. So again, people like Muhammad, man, make sure not just next time, Kid Ace 34. Just everybody in here that's new. I think Ken James, is all the new names that we saw. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Hit the like on the video, and the next time when we go live, make sure you also hit that link, join the panel. I want to get y'all takes as well. But again, another great episode, FYF Sports. We're going to be back with more sports and news, but until then, it's FYF Sports. And we out, y'all.
Yeah, we done came from the bottom, mad that we up, but I don't hear him talking. Started with knowledge inside of my noggin. We took a dream and then we started blogging. Put my city on the map now. I'ma say how it is and I don't back down. On the road to 100K, we finna act out. We gon' show them that we not just in the background. We the main event, we the main show. We the one that people always gonna pay for. FYF, we the best, no debate though. Number one sports channel, every angle. I'ma show them all how we ride. Best sports talk show, we not like them guys. We playing it safe while they feather the lines. We pushing the narrative all of the time. Like who to go in the game is not MJ. Kobe Bryant top 10, not what we say. I keep my life, you one is very overrated. Keep it real if it ain't fact, we don't say it. Now it's stable, we won't be ignored.
Missing the lake, I'm missing the draws again, a hell of pain. I got a lot to deal with in my mind, it's kinda slipping away. What's on the line, I made up my mind, so shit, I'll just taste it great. Whatever it is, whatever it was, it's never gonna be the same. How do I explain what's been going on with me? You say that I changed, but you didn't know the old me. I think that I saved you, tell me who gon' save me. I'm way too fucked up in this club, I'm ashamed, baby. You say that I changed, but you ain't really know me. When I'm around my dogs, girl, they just can't control me. Trying to spend my time right, using every second of it. Trying to spend my time right, using every second of it. Before it's too late, girl, before it's too late. Can I speak my mind right, girl, before it's too late. I've been moving backwards, rolling up the backwards. Out of being best, do you have my back, girl? Before it's too late, can I say my piece, girl? Girl, know what you mean to me. You just keep it real with me. I've been moving backwards, rolling up the backwards. Every time I'm backstep, Missing the liquor, I'm missing the drugs, again, a hell of pain. I got a lot to deal with in my mind, it's kinda slipping away. What's on the line? I made in my mind some shit, I'll just taste it great. Whatever it is, whatever it was, it's never gonna be the same. Folding again, I'm running the map. They say the best defense is just to attack. Hopping through too much, it's hard to attach. All this bone on is being hard to relax. Gotta get up, gotta get it again. They ain't get the message, we spinning again. I feel my back, I'm just leaving it in. Can't wait to spend my time right, using every second of it. Trying to spend my time right, using every second of it. Before it's too late, girl, before it's too late. Can I speak my mind right, now before it's too late. I've been moving backwards, rolling up the bad boys. Every time I'm backstabbed, Shawty, you know I gotta let it go sometimes. Gotta clear my head sometimes. I gotta get away some shawty. You know I just need a little peace of mind. Specifically, I'm talking about your mind. I gotta get that ass on. Calling you when I'm overseas, let me know what you need, what you wanna do when I'm home. Talking real dirty, real nasty on the phone. Girl, stop playing, I'm on the way. I am on the way. Girl, stop playing, I am on the way. What you need, what you wanna do, baby girl. I'm all ears for you, baby girl. Drop it down to the latest fashion, girl. All the shit I did, that's passions, girl. Do whatever for you, what's your passion, girl? Got the lyrics in my songs, and your cashing, girl. Leave that boy alone, he everlasting, girl. Everything he did on a passion, girl. Spend up 20 grand, that's that shit, girl. I bought a whole mall if you ask me, girl. Bought a whole mall if you ask me, girl. Got the lyrics in my songs, and your cashing, girl. Leave that boy alone, we everlasting, girl. Everything he did, I don't pass him, girl. Spend up 20 grand, that's that shit, girl. I bought a whole mall if you ask me, girl. Yo, shawty, you know I gotta let it go sometimes. Gotta clear my head sometimes. I gotta get away some shawty. You know I just need a little peace of mind. Specifically, I'm talking about your mind. I gotta get that ass on. Sometimes, gotta clear my head sometimes. I gotta get away some shawty. You know I just need a little piece.